This is former TNA World Champion Raven, and you're listening to TNA Cross the Line podcast. Quote the Raven, nevermore. And don't cross the line. Or do cross the line. I'm not really sure if you're supposed to, you're not supposed to. I don't know. Whatever. You get it.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
And we're back with episode 56 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I am Bob Colling Jr. With me, as always, is Dallas Gridley. And Dallas, we are coming off of last week's episode where it was a best 2 out of 3 series involving AJ Styles and D'Lo Brown, where AJ was able to retain the championship after they both came down with the title. But since AJ's the champ, he gets to keep it. And now tonight, on the July 30th, 2003 episode, we are in line for a Clockwork Orange House of Fun 6-man tag match between Ravens Gathering and the alliance between Shane Douglas and the New Church, plus a guitar and baseball bat on 2 poles match between Legend and Jeff Jarrett. How fucking hyped are you?
Well, I'll tell you what, man. With Vince Russo being around here in TNA since the beginning, I can't believe it, unless I'm mistaken, I'm forgetting something. Is this our first pole match?
No, the axe handle.
Oh shit!
Between Kurt and David Flair.
Okay, well, you know what? We took a step up then. You know, he said that one wasn't that great.
Yeah.
If you can tell, because I forgot about it. And you know, this time he said, "Listen, we don't need 1 pole. We need 2 poles." And they need both of their opponent's signature items on it. So that should be interesting. I'm definitely more excited for the 6-man Clockwork Orange match.
I am as well. And I don't know if I would count that pole match because neither of the men involved in it climbed the pole. Chris Vaughn had to do it.
That's right, because Kurt Hennig didn't want to go up. And he
was like, absolutely not. I'm not going up there.
That was such a mess. No wonder I wiped it from my memory.
I don't blame you.
Wow.
I wish I did.
After last week's show, man, I feel like we're like riding high again. We had a good show. Can we do it again? I want to like get a streak of like 5+ shows going, because it has not happened yet, where we're both like, dude, that was good. So I'm like really like shooting here. I really want to have a good show. I'm really looking forward to it.
I feel like we're at least 2.5 years away from us reaching that point.
Yeah, I sort of think so as well. But
consistency.
Yeah, as far as going more than 2 shows in a row, like yeah. But you know, I just remembered we can't forget Shawn Michaels is getting a shot at the X Division title, according to Don West and Mike Tenay. Of course, we know that is not Shawn Michaels, but
you never know. Maybe Don West just casually announced that Shawn Michaels has jumped ship from World Wrestling Entertainment to head over to the fairgrounds in Nashville, Tennessee, to give TNA a little bit of a spark.
It could be. Hey, is this around the time where Shawn Michaels got attacked in the parking lot, or is it like a year prior?
No, that's 2002.
Ah, damn! I was gonna say maybe it's during that time. He's like down and out. He comes in, makes an appearance, quick, leaves.
Yeah, that would have been funny, but no.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
I don't even know what he's doing at this point. I know he's probably feuding with Triple H because like they would for 4 years straight or something, but.
Yeah, but it was some good shit. That's some of my some of my earliest like feud memory in wrestling is Shawn Michaels and Triple H.
Yeah.
So good shit. But anyways, yeah, so it's not him, it's actually his cousin Michael Shane who's getting a shot at the X Division title.
In his debut, which is kind of weird, but
yeah, I feel like we just know how that's gonna go.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's Chris Sabin who is killing it in the X Division right now as champion. So I don't know. I mean, we have there's something at least to bite on at this show at least, which is good. But yeah, last week's show in the books, pretty good. And also we can't forget Mad Mikey made his debut, the former Crash Holly.
Oh, that's right.
So he was a losing effort to Elix Skipper. And then Legend pretty much destroyed Alter Boy Luke and Matt Sydal. So we can't.
Yeah, I feel like that went longer than we expected it to, though.
Yeah, let's see. It went. Yeah, I mean, it went 3 minutes and 39 seconds, and I feel like it probably because they were getting in some offense against Legend,
Yeah.
which was a little weird, but like it wasn't bad. At least they got to shine a little bit. Of course, as we mentioned last week, I don't believe Altar Boy Luke makes his appearance at all again in Impact, and then Matt Sydal won't come for till late 2004 or something. So we're not gonna see them for a while. But then America's Most Wanted defeated Swinger and Diamond by disqualification, defending the titles, and then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that was when after the match they had the straps, and they were teasing us with a potential strap match. So that should be interesting. Well, unless I'm getting that mixed up, I'm pretty sure that was last week, though.
I think you're right.
And then, Brian Lee, Shane Douglas Slash defeated CM Punk, Julio De Niro, and Raven, which, of course, is ending up what's going to lead to our Clockwork Orange match. And then, of course, the D-Lo and AJ shit happened all in between throughout the show.
And we can't forget that in that 6-man tag match, there was the mysterious white hand of a guy in the room that attacked Raven.
Where they awkwardly put a curtain over the door to super keep it secretly. That's right. There was the weird hand, and then they pushed Raven out. He's all bloody and stuff. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And if you're a visual person like me, that room would have been the former sex locker room.
Yes. Yep. Right in the back there. And then also we had a segment, and we'll touch more base on this segment in the notes here, but where they brought out a bunch of legends of the NWA. Kid Kash came out, threatened to choke Sarah Lee. And then Eric Watts made his presence known as the new Director of Authority or something like that, as far as his title goes. And Don Callis is also in an authority role. So we're gonna almost have a feud within the authority figures. But we'll touch base on that here in just a few. He's the management consultant, and Eric Watts is the Director of Authority.
I mean, I think that the premise here is that Don Callis is the authority of the NWA, and then Eric Watts is the authority of TNA or something like that.
It's something like that, yeah. It's
a weird thing. It kind of reminds me, and Dallas, you'll know this, the WCW 2000, where Russo's in charge, but then the Cat's also the commissioner, so it's kind of watered down.
Yeah, it's weird. It's almost because didn't Callis do something similar in ECW where he was from the
network,
and stuff? So I feel like it's that vibe. We're getting that vibe, but of course we're on pay-per-view, so there's no fucking network.
Yeah.
And then I think they do it again in TNA down the line, and I think that ends up being Mick Foley is for the fucking Spike Network or some shit like that.
Okay, yeah.
They do that way down, but it's just whatever. And actually, they're doing it something similar now in 2021. Tommy Dreamer is from Anthem. He's the Anthem spokesperson.
Oh my god.
So it's very similar, and it's just fucking Tommy Dreamer, and his hair is he's got this weird little ponytail. It's just a mess. But anyways, actually, as of this recording too, I'm just gonna touch base on this super quick because it's not really super relevant to what we're doing. But I mentioned a few weeks back that I would be live tweeting during Slammiversary here in 2021, and I was until my power went out in the middle of the show, and I missed about an hour and a half of the show.
Oh wow.
And then it came back on, and I caught the middle and end of the main event. It was a really great show. I'm actually I still have a couple matches to watch, but everything I've seen has been really great. So enjoy everyone following along on our Twitter page, which is @CrossTheLineTNA, if you don't follow us.
That's right.
But, anyways, are we ready to get into some news and notes, Bob?
I was born ready, Dallas.
Okay, I got some interesting stuff this week, and we have the return of a segment, not the good segment, not the Wayback Machine going on the website. I wish. I'll try again soon, even though it's not going to work probably. But in fact, Brian Alvarez has returned after. Oh God, it has to be at least 6 months. We haven't heard him talk about TNA, at least not in the Observer archives.
Right. Yeah, it's been, I think it might even be longer than that.
I think it is. It's been a while, and I'll be honest with you, if you guys have been long-time listeners, I do not like his take. All he does is shit on it. So in fact, I'm probably going to take out most of his back and forth commentary with what he reports, because he has nothing positive to say. Nothing. At least Dave can find the positives in stuff. Brian Alvarez cannot, and it sucks. So this was posted on August 2nd, 2003, and you're probably wondering, well, Dallas, that's after the show we're watching. Well, yeah, that's just because, as the Observer is, it always seems to be like a week behind. So it's talking about that show. So this was on August 2nd, 2003, and it's I don't know how we call his column, but I'm just gonna say it's number 423 if you're looking for it. It's F4W squiggle exclamation point number 423. So he does say there's a lot of radio appearances by TNA stars this week. It says a very mellow Mike Sanders appeared on the Interactive Interview radio show last week. And besides talking about pretty much his entire career, he says that nobody from TNA has contacted him in the last 3 weeks, so he didn't know if there was a future for him there or not. No wonder he was mellow.
Oh, wow.
So, and actually, I don't know. I didn't look it up if we see Mike Sanders again, and maybe I'll look into that further. But
well, you know what's funny is I could after the show I might go back and listen to that interview, because you can listen to it at WrestlingEpicenter.com.
That's awesome.
Is the previous interactive interview, and I'm pretty sure you can still download all of their interviews dating back to 2003. So
is this the same one that you mentioned before that we talked about, or is that a different interview show?
No, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same guys.
Okay, no, that's pretty cool. I was trying to figure out here since we kept talking. It looks like Mike Sanders is done.
So there's no future then.
No, his last appearance was on pay-per-view number 52 when he lost to Shark Boy. And in fact, it looks like after that, he has a whopping 3 more matches left in his career. He has one match in 2004 where he defeated NWO Sting at UCW American Cruiserweight, or NCW Clash of Champions American Cruiserweight title. And he beat NWO Sting, and he was the champion apparently. And then he had 2 matches at Ring of Glory, which we have discussed before. I believe that's the Vince Russo's little promotion they did a couple shows for. And so he had 2 matches there where D'Lo and Glenn Gilberti defeated Eric Watts, Mike Sanders. If that's not a fun explosion match, I don't know what is. And then Glenn Gilberti and Mike Sanders defeated Adam Jacobs and Johnny Swinger.
Well, that's unfortunate for Mike Sanders.
Yeah, and then his career's done, man. 2005. He hasn't wrestled since.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I guess you could say he was SOL.
That's right, baby. He is, especially in TNA. Which actually is really shocking for how long Vince Russo ends up staying around with the company, that Mike Sanders, who, I feel like I associate the two together, he doesn't end up coming back. Who knows? Maybe he found a new career path in life. Who knows? Maybe we'll hear news about it. I don't know. Jerry Lynn and Chris Harris also appeared on the Wrestling News Live, is what he says he believes the show was. And they once again kind of talk a lot about their career. Chris Harris mentions that he hoped that Terry Taylor would get a job in TNA now that WWE had released him. We touched on that last week, that there's a chance that he could come in. And he also says that he was really hesitant to tag with James Storm at the beginning, since they'd been feuding on the indie circuit, and he wanted to establish himself as a singles guy. He said the two of them cringed when they heard Vince Russo was coming in, but now they'd gain a newfound respect for him. At least Harris has learned about wrestling politics along the line. He said that he'd love to see Bret Hart in a non-wrestling role of some sort in TNA, perhaps a commissioner.
Interesting. I don't know if I would. I mean, we've seen Bret in WWE, and I don't think he was that great. So.
Yeah, the WWE appearance wasn't great, but was anything in WWE great?
No. Well, cage match. The cage match with Crowbar.
Okay, yes, I know. We always say that. And then it's always like the Devon Storm, like Sabu stuff is usually pretty good. So, we'll give them a pass for that. Now, this is the best part coming out of the Brian Alvarez's part here. And that is that the Rash Report news and notes are back, baby. We haven't heard about the Rash Report in some time here, so I am pretty pumped to read through this. And I actually didn't read this before when I was doing my notes. I was just like, fuck it, we're talking about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because it's the Rash Report. He put over the pay-per-view last week, especially D'Lo's crazy frog splash off the ladder. He said the move knocked AJ out for a good 20 to 30 seconds, and Trinity had to help him come to. That can't be the worst thing in the world. He said this week we'd find out what Mad Mikey was so mad about, and it wasn't his former employer. Well, that's a relief, Alvarez says. I suspect he's mad about the name. Jesus. He gave condolences to all of the people, to all people, Bob Hope. He said also that Bill Banks produced the 3 Live Crew thing last week, and he was scared to death. We're going to probably touch on that in here too. But he says, quote, one thing that did not make it on the segment was when they were confronted by Area's Kingpin, who let them know whose turf they were on by exposing a pistol sticking out of his pants, Boris wrote. He said, Alvarez says, okay then. He said, luckily the Kingpin recognized BG James, so everything was cool. This is the strangest story I've ever read. He said TNA would be offering a pay-per-view in September for 1 penny. He says, oh boy, that did wonders for K1. And Shark Boy masks are now on sale, apparently.
Well, that's smart that they're actually selling something that maybe fans would buy, a Shark Boy mask.
I think so, yeah. And like I said, we'll touch briefly on that whole pistol incident, because that is pretty crazy.
If it's true, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what we'll be touching base on. So hold on tight. Also, this is the last part of Brian Alvarez's piece here, and that is that Vinny Rue, as he writes, he doesn't write Vinny Russo, which I think is kind of funny. Probably so he can't vanity search his name, I feel like, in the notes, but
yeah, probably.
He was on NHB radio last week. He said the fact that the company had lasted over a year was a reflection on everyone internally who worked so hard. He put over the talent as being very hardworking. You can't argue that. He said AJ Styles was phenomenal and actually called him the best he had ever seen. He said there was not one person in the world today who could perform like AJ could in the ring. And then Alvarez kind of shoots that down and says Russo must not watch a lot of tapes, but AJ is pretty damn good, so I don't think it's a bad statement to be making, especially talking up about your own champion. I think it's a good move.
Yeah, for sure.
He threatened more hard 10 matches in the future. He talked about the writing team, saying he always took heat for the bad stuff, but in the end, it was really Jeff Jarrett who made the final decisions. He said the crew consisted of himself, Scott D'Amore, Disco Inferno, and 3 of them took a lot of input from wrestlers as well. He said when he met with WWE a year ago, he knew immediately that things would turn around under the current, or would never turn around under the current writing crew. He said he told McMahon that, but clearly it was to no avail. He said he wouldn't watch WWE anymore unless he was paid. He claimed that he wasn't a cheap shot. And it wasn't the type of programming he liked as a viewer. Skipping ahead because he just comments on every line. He said the chances of him ever returning to WWE were very slim, and if the atmosphere was still like it was a year ago, there was no way he could go back. He admitted TNA hadn't delivered great show after great show. He said a lot of that was because the talent they were working was very green. Which is a pretty interesting statement to throw in there. But he does say that as the guys gained experience, things would get better. He said for everyone who bitched about him putting himself on TV, the reason he did it was because he was a well-known person based on his experiences in the wrestling business, and doing so would help get the younger guys over. So Brian Alvarez says, wow. Talk about giving yourself way too much credit. But he also says he was just simply misunderstood.
Well, I don't know how I feel about him blaming the talent for being too green. I'm not, aside for some X Division guys, I think they have, and I guess America's Most Wanted too, they have a lot of like veteran wrestlers.
Yeah, I think that's a good point.
So I don't know if I would say they're green. And then the notion that he's well known in the world of wrestling and he could help get over younger guys, that's a bit of a stretch.
I would say well known is like not a bad way to say it, but are you known for good reasons?
Yeah, like are you known to be a draw, or are you just known as like Vince Russo?
Unfortunately, I think that's kind of what it is. I feel like it is definitely like, because even today, I mean, Vince Russo is the butt of a lot of jokes. I mean, it's just what it is. You see a shit idea, and it's like, oh, that's a Vince Russo idea. Like, it's just it's a thing now. It's like almost like just new vocabulary in the wrestling fandom.
Yeah, well, and more times than not, though, it is a Vince Russo idea.
Well, it depends if he'll admit to it or not.
That's true.
But needless to say, pretty interesting. And I do feel like sometimes this was I feel like we've heard Vince Russo interviews in the past that were like, "Ooh, why is he saying stuff like that?" And there's a couple like little lines in here, but this was overall not a bad little recap of that interview there that he did. But yeah, so that's all of Alvarez's notes. So let's get into our normal Observer newsletter notes. And there is some pretty interesting stuff in here. So this was posted on August 4th, 2003. So once again, now we're back to our normal thing. So just a couple days after. That's why I read Brian's first, because it technically goes in order. I'm just going to read from the top down, and so we'll touch on the thumbs up and thumbs down in the middle, since we're already halfway into the notes at this point. There is the latest plans for the wrestling channel in the UK is that they're going to be showing 10 hours of wrestling, 7 days per week. So we've touched base on this idea a few weeks back. Now airing up-to-date footage from CZW, FWA in England, TNA, IWW in Ireland, NOAH, XPW, XWF, New Japan, ROH, MLW, RF Video shoot interviews, CMLL, WEW, which is Nude Women Wrestling, along with old tapes of Mid-Atlantic, Mid-South, UWF, Memphis, and Florida.
Which sounds great. I mean, I'd probably watch that stuff.
If this sounds like a wrestling fan dream, like a channel that's just playing 10 hours of wrestling a day.
Well, why is it only 10 hours, though? What is the other 14 hours?
I guess that's a good point. If it's a wrestling channel, I don't know what else you're showing, unless the like shoot interviews and stuff is what's taking up the other time. So because it's not actually wrestling, I don't know.
Or is it just like repetitive? So it's like 10 hours of
on repeat.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, it could be. Yeah, it easily could be. I'd say. Yeah, but needless to say, and what wrestling fan doesn't want to watch? Turn on some deathmatch CCW. You watch some hard, strong style New Japan. You get some flippy guys in Ring of Honor, some in TNA. And then you can watch nude women wrestling.
Yeah. Why don't you want to see like New Jack falling off a scaffold, and then right after that, you get Lizzie Borden just showing her tits?
Dude, I'm for it. Let's watch it. Where is
we
this?
We should invest in it right now, Dallas, and just create it ourselves.
I think we should definitely consider it. And on that note, Bob, I'm going to put a little star here. Remind me, we're going to talk about this WEW, Nude Women Wrestling, after.
Okay.
I'm just joking.
That'll be a bonus episode.
Oh, that would be quite the bonus episode. Stay tuned. We'll see if it lines up in our timeline.
Yeah.
Moving on into the TNA news. Apparently, Amazing Red's knee is in very bad shape since the Japan tour, and he's canceling a lot of bookings. He had an MRI done midweek, and apparently there is significant damage. Red was scheduled for the show last week, but called it at the last minute saying his knee was in too much pain. Although he had told people over the weekend he wasn't going due to knee problems, not any unhappiness with the group. So it is strictly because of his knee issues that he couldn't make it to the show.
Well, I don't blame him, because you'll remember he's going to those shows on a Greyhound bus for 15 hours.
Yeah, unless he's not doing that anymore without the SATs. Who knows?
Right. Well, I'm assuming he is. So I'm pretty sure if you look it up, a Greyhound bus from Brooklyn to Nashville, you could probably get it for like $30. So TNA is probably like, just cram yourself into the Greyhound and we'll do the rest.
Yeah. The current plan now is to bring Sting back for the second of his 4 agreed upon matches sometime in August.
Yeah.
So that's pretty soon. So
yeah.
Hold on tight for that. I wish they would. I feel like it's going to be another just random match, and I feel like I wish they could at least build to something. Who knows? I'm not going to judge yet. We don't know what's happening. We'll see. We also know that Michael Shane will be debuting on this July 30th episode against Chris Sabin for the X Division title. And now we are finally at what happened last week. So me and Bob gave the show a thumbs up. So Bob, what do you think the readers of the Observer thought?
I'm going to say they agreed with us.
The majority, in fact, gave it a thumbs down. 49% of the readers gave the show a thumbs down. 43.1% gave it a thumbs up, and 7.8% gave it a thumb in the middle.
Wow.
I'm actually really surprised about this.
I am as well. Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of bad shows, and last week's was not a bad show.
No, I agree. But what do you think that they voted for the best match on the show?
I mean, I'm going to lump it all together. I would imagine D'Lo and AJ.
Well, that's what you would think, but they actually gave the America's Most Wanted versus Swinger and Diamond the most votes. It was pretty close, though, because the Styles and Brown ladder match was in second. And then we have a third place, which is the Shane Douglas and New Church versus Raven and The Gathering.
Okay, so I don't know what is going on with AMW against Swinger and Diamond, but that's, I think, the second time that they've gotten match of the night.
I think it might have been, yeah, which is wild.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I think so as well.
They've been good matches. I would have thought, and again, I'm lumping it together. The AJ D'Lo best of 3 series I thought was probably more entertaining, but
yeah. And what do you think that they voted for the worst match?
I'm gonna say the Legend, Altar Boy Luke, Matt Sydal.
Yeah, they did. And Dave puts a note here: more of a squash handicap match than a bad match, though. So it's more or less they just didn't like it because of that. But in second place was Elix Skipper and Mad Mikey, which I'm pretty surprised about. Because I feel like that wasn't a bad match.
No, it wasn't that bad.
But
I mean, there's not a lot of options because of the 3 matches between.
Exactly. So I guess, yeah, when you go down to it. Yeah. Moving on here, and then we have some notes about a lot of the stuff that happened last week that we'll touch on as well. But as has been clear the past few times, they've succeeded now in making the NWA title matches, because of lack of build-up, no longer be considered special. As it felt for the Jarrett and Killings, and especially Jarrett and Raven, which is becoming more and more like a promotional, historic one-night high point, as opposed to something that spearheaded the company to upward momentum. Yes, I agree with that statement. I do.
I do too. If Raven had won that night, it might be different, but it was just, again, Jarrett going over, and it really, I think, halted their momentum significantly.
Halted their momentum, and they're not building up to these title matches anymore. They're still just like, okay, here you go, here's a shot. Okay, here's another one for you, D'Lo. Here's another one. So, here's what it is. He does go on to say here that the problem with the 3 matches, D'Lo and Styles, of course, and the show in general, is that it was run in city. And Styles and Brown saw Siaki interfere in all 3 matches. So I'll just kind of read through this here. It says, first, which opened the show, was a pinfalls only match that Styles won in 7 minutes and 44 seconds when Siaki gave Brown the Siakalypse Now when Trinity distracted the ref. Second, in the middle of the show, saw Siaki attack Brown as he was coming to the ring, allowing Styles to give him a chop block. Styles worked on Brown's knee the entire match and put on a sharpshooter. Brown reversed it and Styles tapped in 5 minutes and 50 seconds. They tried to play it like Styles tapped quickly to keep from taking damage, and that because Brown is much bigger and it was more effective, which we actually talked about during the show. You and I were like, oh, I would tap out quickly and then just move on.
Sure.
So the third bout, a ladder match, was the best of the 3. The highlight move was Brown, who Dave says is heavier than in his WWE days, climbing to the top of an 8-foot ladder and doing a frog splash out of the ring through a table onto Styles. Styles was out legit for 20 seconds from the move. He had the match won and climbed the ladder when Siaki interfered again, knocking over the ladder. The problem was, this was 6 run-ins out of 7 matches. He says, 5 leading to the finish and 1 right after the match conclusion where a run-in was teased the entire match. He says, there is only heat in things when they aren't done in every match. And by this point, I was just groaning. It ruined a good main event. Well, that and the finish. Both guys climbed the ladder, grabbed the belt, fell to the ground at the same time. The ref raised Styles' hand, apparently as the winner, claiming that since he wasn't beaten, I guess a tie goes to the champ. Or maybe it was a draw and the champ retains in a draw. But the ref didn't raise both hands as a draw. But attention to that kind of detail isn't happening here anyways.
Mhm.
And he says that the tentative plan for a rematch on the August 6th show.
Oh, okay. So next week then.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens if that actually ends up coming to.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty interesting. I feel like this is another case of maybe we did notice at least that Siaki was coming out so much, but I don't know if I realized necessarily that every match had interference, but I believe it. I mean, it happens all the time here in TNA.
I mean, I think to a point we're kind of getting numb to it. If it happens so often, you just kind of.
I think that's what's going on too.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing with WCW.
Yeah.
You know, every main event somebody ran in, so it's not like, oh, interference. It's just like, oh, it's a WCW main event.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, it's doing it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. The crowd was up to about 1,100, but that was because they did more papering this week after the bad atmosphere the week before with the smaller crowd. The crowd was hotter this week, but that was partially because the wrestling was better. All fair points, but just throwing that note in there. As we were discussing just a bit there in the beginning here, they're maybe doing the dueling authority figures with Don Callis playing the heel role of management consultant and Eric Watts as the new director of authority. They brought in Larry Zbyszko to be a statue who got a pop, Sarah Lee and Corsica Joe, the local fixtures, Lee being the longtime ticket taker after being a woman wrestler in the area during the 50s and 60s. And Joe, a longtime wrestler who Burt Prentice actually put in a match not that long ago at the age of 81. So I believe he's the oldest man to do something billed as pro wrestling. Ricky Morton and Harley Race all for that ceremony as well. Of course, we know that Kid Kash came out. He insulted everyone except the Zbyszko and called Lee like the world's first working rat, made fun of Joe for having Alzheimer's, Race for losing the title so many times, and Morton for needing a partner. Morton, who is Kid Kash's original trainer, got in his face. Kash slapped Morton and then ran behind Lee, threatening to choke her if anyone made a move. Watts came out in a suit, chokeslammed Kash, and then he held him, allowing Race to punch him. He says, yes, after months of buildup over needing an authority figure, they brought in a comedy guy. Dave says, I think the idea was the belief that Watts can't get over in the ring, but he's in the Atlantic clique, so they have to find something for him. Then again, being in the clique didn't save Mike Sanders, who they aren't using right now. Watts does have a cult following in the building, which I think is very factual. The fans do pop for Eric Watts. I hate to admit it, but they do. Whether he's Mr. Explosion or not. But yeah, so that's a lot. We're taking a lot in. And yeah, I hate that the tease was like, oh, Eric from WCW is coming. And we called it right away. Like, we knew it's probably Eric Watts, but it was just disappointing that they didn't just try something else.
I mean, yeah, I don't know who else it could have been because, as you said, they were like, oh, Eric from WCW.
The only thing I could see is if they brought someone in with a different name and they just happened to name him Eric as well, or some bullshit like that. I don't know. It's just, we'll see how it goes. I have a feeling it's not going to last long. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining that.
I'm not sure how he could be the director of authority after he nearly killed Jeff Jarrett.
I mean, that's a really good point. With the NWA's Next Generation, which lasted a whole 3 weeks.
Yeah.
He tied a noose to Jeff Jarrett's neck, and then it was in the car door, and then he was going to drive away.
Right.
Which would have been quite the visual, huh?
Sure.
Jeez.
I would have to think though that there's a level of bias.
You would think.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. Well, I mean, we'll see how he does in the role, but I've never liked wrestlers being an authority figure. It just doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, I agree. Mike Lockwood, formerly Crash Holly, debuted as Mad Mikey. He did the same Crash Holly walk, losing to Skipper. He did his trademark hop splash, and it was the only match on the show not involving interference. So it was pretty interesting. And he goes on to say here that the rest was Legend over Seidel and Luke in a squash match with Jeff Jarrett ran into the match. Harrison Storm over Swinger and Diamond via DQ. Not as good as the previous match, but still a good bout when Glenn Gilberti interfered. and Douglas and Lee, who dropped even more weight and may not be long for the company, and Slash, who carried the match, over Raven and De Niro and Punk, when a dude who appeared to be dressed like a mummy in the back, of course, he snatched Raven. He came back bloody after a brief comeback, was pinned by Douglas. Now, there is a note here that says there has been talk about trying to get Ricky Banderas possibly for that role.
Really?
And he does eventually end up coming in to the company, but we'll see what happens. We'll see who the mystery man is. But I think that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, he comes in a lot later, though.
Yes. I'm trying to tease here, Bob, okay?
I'm just saying. I don't want people to think, oh, cool, he'll be here in like 3 weeks.
He could be.
It's not happening.
I mean, if you don't know who Ricky Banderas is, he ends up being Mil Muertes, who most people are probably familiar with.
What?
Yeah.
Isn't he also...
I'm trying to look up his other names. I forget him.
Judas?
Yes. Judas Macias, I think is his.
Macias, yeah.
I think that's his TNA name officially once he comes in. But yeah, dude, he's Mil Muertes.
I didn't know that.
Judas, yeah, isn't that crazy?
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, he's got quite the career, and he's huge, and I'm pretty sure he's pretty big in Mexico. Oh shit, he wrestled in WWE, WF.
What?
Oh, they're house shows in Puerto Rico.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't count.
Okay, yeah, I guess that doesn't really count. I mean, I just happen to I'm on his cage match now. ECW even. Holy crap! Super Crazy defeated him on a Hardcore TV in 2000.
What's the month?
It is January 21st, 2000.
Oh, okay. So I've actually watched that then, I think, and I didn't even realize that it was him.
Yeah, so this dude is he's pretty big, and just for the record, he looks like he comes in around 2007 into TNA.
Yeah.
For the Judas Macias character at least, which I do remember watching and being like, dude, this dude he's freaky.
I remember that as well, and I remember looking forward to the barbed wire match that he eventually has.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like he actually came back and did. This is crazy. In 2013, he did 2 one-night only pay-per-views as well.
Oh, wow.
And he fought Joseph Park in a Monsters Ball match in one of them.
Well, there you go.
That's really cool. Wow. Yeah, so this dude's all over the place, and now he is currently in MLW. So
that's cool.
We'll see what happens. The deal with Brian Lee on the July 23rd is that he showed up and got his check from the week before and then disappeared. He had not returned when the show started, although he did arrive before his match was set to go on.
This is Brian Lee?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to suggest anything, but last week we noticed that man is a freaking toothpick of a human being right now.
Dude. I really want to know what's going on because something's up with Brian Lee.
Maybe he's on the keto diet.
I think that could definitely be what it is.
He started it before anybody else did.
It's definitely the keto diet, for sure.
A diet where it's primarily eating fat, and he is incredibly thin at this point.
I don't know. I wish we knew more. I don't think we do. And I'm even just, sometimes on people's Wikipedia, it'll say, oh, they had this problem and this and that. I don't see nothing.
Maybe he
something's
just under wraps.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I wish we could find more, and I can't promise that we do, but I really hope we do. I need to know.
Yeah.
But, anyways, we'll see how long. If maybe on the show today he will end up being a literal skeleton. I don't know.
I wouldn't be shocked.
No, neither. Conan, BG James, and Ron Killings legitimately went into the hood to film the vignette that aired on 7/23. Now, the story that someone showed and had heat on him and made a threat, thinking it was some sort of news show doing an exposure with all the cameras, is true. As you could imagine, most everyone was uneasy and glad to get out of there.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So that was legit that someone was like, I got a gun, just so you know.
Wow.
So and I like it better that they actually like went somewhere and like just like we're gonna film down here.
I wish that Jeremy Borash was there and he could have made his like famous face where he's just like, "What?"
Oh, I bet you he was behind the camera, so I do wish that.
Oh, you think so?
I bet you JB was producing it. I guarantee it. I'd be pretty surprised if he didn't. I mean, that dude is everywhere with TNA stuff. So
that's true.
I only got a couple more things here in notes. So it appears that they are building up a security guard angle, which I think we've kind of noticed. The guys in the black shirts, mainly guys who work Burt Prentice's shows, are the baby faces, while Kevin Northcutt and another big dude in red shirts are the heels. Jeff Jarrett even attacked Northcutt, which we pointed out was like, are they about to push him?
Right, and the other big guy is Ryan Wilson.
Well, I couldn't remember his name, but they didn't list it either, so Ryan Wilson. Yeah. Hey, see what happens. Northcutt has a good look. I kind of want him to get in the ring, so who knows? This is an interesting note. I was kind of surprised to read this. A local indie worker called cheerleader Valentina, who used the name J Love in XPW, had replaced Tracy in the Bitch Slap Girls, who feud with, but thankfully never wrestle, Lollipop and April Pennington, the TNA dancers. Tracy is working on getting a new visa, or working on getting a visa, or getting a working visa. Excuse me, Jesus, jumbling my words here. He's working on getting a visa since she's Canadian. And in a People Love Their Art department, after the show, Seidel had to drive more than 4 hours back to St. Louis and get up the next morning for his regular job. So,
wow.
It's all tied into one there. So
yeah, that stuff doesn't surprise me. You'd be amazed just how many wrestlers had another job. And I think a lot of them do it for health insurance.
Oh, I bet they do. And I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially like indies in 2003. Not saying it's much better nowadays or anything, but like I feel like in 2003 you ain't getting paid a whole ton.
No, and I mean Matt Seidel, really at this point he's not even really working Ring of Honor. I don't think he's just doing like IWA Mid South, and I mean you can't really pay the bills when you're getting paid in hot dogs.
No, you can't.
So,
but hey, I think he did okay for himself, so it all works out in the end. But yeah, Tracy, we're gonna get in a visa. Hopefully we'll see her back soon, but that explains her absence for sure.
Yeah, and I don't remember if they even acknowledged it, but I know that we were like, "Where's Tracy?"
No, and they haven't said anything as far as I know, unless we're missing on a commentary. But yeah, we mentioned it, and we were like, "Oh." But yeah, we finally got who this other girl is, the cheerleader. So it's cheerleader Valentina, who was J Love in XPW. So now we know who she is at least.
Yeah.
And then my final note here is that they have talked with Terry Taylor and Larry Zbyszko again about doing a Legends tag team gimmick. Taylor, who is 48, had some heart problems in the not-too-distant past. So, sounds like a great idea.
I don't have any interest in a Legends tag team gimmick here.
Come on. No, I'm just kidding. I don't either. But that's all I have for news and notes here, Bob. So what do you have for independent news before we touch on Explosion before the show?
Just a couple of things here. Jerry Lynn defeated Homicide on July 18th for ICW, and then he lost to Homicide on July 26th for MLW. Sandman lost to Just Incredible on July 20th for USA Pro. He teamed up with Dr. Death Steve Williams to defeat C.W. Anderson and Simon Diamond on July 26th for MLW. And on that same MLW show, he lost to Simon Diamond in a singles match. Johnny Swinger lost to D'Lo Brown in a three-way involving Shane Douglas on July 24th for BCW. Norman Smiley teamed up with Raven in a losing effort against CM Punk and Michael Shane on July 26th for MLW. Chris Sabin teamed up with Soulman Carter in a losing effort against Kevin Sullivan and Mr. Hughes on July 19th for AWWL.
Whoa.
I know. It's the Kevin Sullivan and Mr. Hughes you would think. He defeated Jimmy Jacobs on July 20th for AWWL. He defeated Eric Young on July 24th for BCW. And he defeated Danny Daniels on July 25th for IWF Carnage. Alexis Lurie defeated Sumi Sakai on July 20th for DCW. And lastly here, Legend defeated D'Lo Brown in a 2 out of 3 falls match on July 25th for IWF Carnage.
So that's a match that I wouldn't be surprised if we see them face off here at some point in TNA.
What's that?
D'Lo and Legend. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw them face off in.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
Interesting. I got some pretty interesting explosion matches here. So hold on tight. But actually, I'll give you those. There's 2 matches that don't appear on Explosion. So I'll give you those after we go through Explosion quick. So this is Explosion number 43, which was taped on the same day as the show we're about to watch, July 30th, 2003, and it aired on August 3rd, 2003. And it featured the following matches. Frankie Kazarian defeated Seth Delay, who actually would end up... he does appear on an episode of Impact in 2004.
I've heard that name before.
He also does end up wrestling in Ring of Honor, Full Impact Pro.
Okay, yeah.
So
Full Impact Pro, I definitely have heard that name.
Yeah, so he gets around a little bit, but he lost to Frankie Kazarian. The Harris brothers defeated The Solution, which is Havoc and Papadon. Okay. Now, for newer, if you're watching Wrestling 2021, Papadon might sound familiar because he just appeared on AEW Dark, teaming with Sean Maluda, losing to the Dark Order.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to point out too, The Solution, a few years later at least, would have some pretty good matches with America's Most Wanted in NWA Cyberspace.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then the final match.
That's what happens when you watch random fucking independent shows.
And that's pretty cool. No, that's good. The final match that was on Explosion was Abyss defeating Manny Ledouche. Not Ledouche, but Ledouche. It's Leduc. It's French, I think. Ledoux. The C silent. Ledoux. Yeah, but then there's 2 other matches that happened. I almost because for all of our what's the show called here? Bob, help me. Guy Ledouche on MXC. If people like MXC, that's what my brain was going to trying to read that.
Yeah.
But there's 2 other matches here that happened, dark matches. Mad Mikey defeated Delirious.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm surprised he was in a dark match. So if I'm going to take a guess here that he probably has a video on the show and does not actually end up appearing live, if I had to take a guess.
Yeah.
And then Daisy Hayes defeated Brandy Wynn.
Interesting.
So
Daisy Hayes and Delirious.
Oh yeah, always
when they were together and happy.
Oh, so it was such a great love story. Or was it? I don't know. But that is all I have for the news. So I'm ready to get into this show.
All right, then. So I'm going to count down from 5. And when I say play, hit that play button. If you want to watch along, head over to Impact Plus. Maybe it's on the YouTube channel thing by now. I don't know. Or if it's in your personal collection. It's time for the July 30th, 2003 NWA-TNA Weekly Pay-Per-View number 56. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh boy, Bob, my favorite. We're starting off hot with a video package from last week. Of course, here's our first interference with Sonny Siaki. Yeah. So, as we're seeing this video package here, I feel like I'm excited about this show, Bob.
I think I'm looking forward to it as well. How do you feel about Siaki using the Rikishi driver as a finishing move now?
I like it, man. I mean, he's obviously been using it for a while at this point, but I like it.
Has he been using? Well, I don't even know if it's a finisher, but has he been using it for a while?
Oh yeah, dude. I remember the first time he hit it, it was like, what was that? So yeah, he's been using that shit for a while now. No pun intended, because it's called the Siakalypse now, but
right,
you get the point. Of course,
I forget so much shit. It's ridiculous.
Well, once again, as we've mentioned many times in this show, you and I have consumed so much fucking wrestling. Most people would probably be embarrassed by it, but not us.
Look at that face that AJ's making. Just like staring out as in agony. It's kind of funny.
And of course, D'Lo had his hands on the belt. He gets pushed. The Sonny Siaki again pushes him. He misses the table, lands on the concrete, bounces off the announce table in the front, essentially. I mean, and then they're not going to show it in context on this highlight package, but this dude got up very quickly from that.
Yes, he did.
And because, I mean, if you're going to do that spot, I would have done it much earlier in the match if you're going to blow it off like that. But here comes D'Lo. Of course, they're showing it here. As Styles had his hand on the belt, D'Lo's climbing up. He grabs onto the belt as well. It's just quite the controversial ending. And we're getting like a weird, like old like film grain, and they both fall off. Both hands were on the title, and there it is right there. They're both holding onto the belt still.
Yeah, it was like they're going for like a silent film type of deal.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. And yeah, Russo came out, and then JB were both yelling at Rudy Charles. And actually, I'd like to thank Rudy Charles for giving us a follow over on our Twitter page. Guys, if you're not following us on Twitter, what are you waiting for? Sign up.
Yeah, and speaking of Twitter, I want to shout out Jordan, because apparently he looks forward to me on the show.
I purposely wasn't going to shout out because of that. But,
What? I think he was I just watched Slammiversary 2021, and now perfect, I can listen to this show. I mean, Bob. And I was like, yeah.
I was like, damn, okay.
That guy knows good podcasters.
Oh, look at this is interesting. We're actually getting a video now of Rudy Charles talking like, hey, this past week, they both climbed to the top of the ladder, they both grabbed the belt, and they both fell to the ground in possession of the title. He says, at point, the match is over, and then, of course, now we're showing moments after the match. Oh, this is actually TNA Explosion footage. See, Vince Russo is saying to Styles, the champion has to be decisively finished. The match has to be decisively finished. So,
Scott Moore, give us Explosion.
Yeah, holy shit. Hashtag we want Explosion. There's fucking footage.
There's a storyline continuation on Explosion. What are we doing here?
I mean, Styles was just saying, I'm not fighting him again. Russo said, no, you're not. You're not fighting him again. And here we are, Scott Hudson, outside the TNA Asylum. There's a limo pulling up. AJ Styles, they're saying. Oh, wow. Okay, that's Trinity, and that's AJ Styles.
Right, we're going to screen grab it at about 3:53 for Twitter. What?
Styles is saying,
I talked to Vance.
I'm done with it. Scott Hudson saying so many questions. Here comes Sonny Siaki. No, he says. There's a camera crew with him. Oh, they're doing a documentary on him, and he's got a little facial hair now, a little soul patch.
Yeah, what is up with that?
Oh, they're saying the documentary is about the whole TNA roster, not just Sonny Siaki. And he's like, nah, dude. Cameraman, come with me.
That cameraman looked like Big Vito.
Okay. Next chapter begins now. They're saying we're going to get some answers. Wow. But as I was saying about our Twitter page, I appreciate the support from Jordan as well as Rudy Charles' follow. But if you're not following us, we are at Cross the Line TNA on Twitter. So give us a follow. There's Athena who's looking at us like, it's TNA.
Yeah. Also on Twitter, Dallas is the one that does the posts.
Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up.
And if you notice any spelling errors,
It's me.
Be sure to let him know, because he recently did a post about Justin Credible and Jerry Lynn about their butter feud. And thankfully one of our followers was like, wait a minute, butter? And Dallas was like, well, it was late at night. Now, late at night for Dallas is about 6:45 at night.
No, it is not, dude. I was doing that shit probably at midnight. And I type really fast, and I apparently don't proofread good enough.
It's not even gonna give you like a squiggly, like, oh hey, this is spelled wrong.
So that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
Elix Skipper's in the ring now. He's got his trench coat on again.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I'm a fan of her though.
We'll talk about that in a second. Here's his opponent.
Oh, because there was another post about that too. I think from Jordan.
And he's trying to listen, Jordan. He's sharing a post, trying to say that was an awful picture of April, man. It was awful.
But you know what? Here's my point with that: is Skipper is going right at. Is he wearing purple? Skipper.
Skipper's wearing velvety purple or blue trunks Oh, look at that. Essentially a double underhook suplex there
I don't know
to
how I feel about that.
Jerry Lynn.
Well, here's the thing, okay? Because we've had this debate about who's the better cage girl, Lollipop or April. You're apparently a fan of April, which I don't know why.
Oh,
What?
Jerry Lynn just got the pin on Skipper.
What?
Whoa.
Why would we do that? Is he wearing eyeliner?
Wait, Skipper said, "You beat me in my own house." No, it doesn't look like it. He's saying that he doesn't think that Jerry Lynn's half the man that he is. Oh, if you're anything that you say you are, you'll do best 2 out of 3. So we all of a sudden are. It looks like Jerry Lynn's getting back in the ring. We have a 2 out of 3 falls match. So Jerry Lynn got 1 fall. There's the bell.
Yeah, so now it's 2 out of 3.
Skipper going for a kick. Lynn ducks it, going for some punches now.
No, so back to the cage girl thing. So you're saying, you're a fan of April. And then Jordan showed us a picture. And you're like, oh, come on, that's not a good picture of April. Well, the point is, I don't think I've ever seen a bad Lollipop picture. So that obviously makes her the better one.
I mean, that is a fair point, but I was looking at some posts for the previous week here that have already been posted at the time of this episode. And I don't know, man. There's one side-by-side, and you guys let us know. Go comment on that post, because side-by-side, they're both very lovely women. But April, if you put them side-by-side, it was like, Dallas, you get to take one of these girls to Texas Roadhouse and get some of those delicious buns. I'm saying, can I have April Pennington, the one on the left?
Well, I'll tell you right now, I would take Norman Smiley's wife to Wendy's, and I would not even think about it.
Well, I don't blame you there. Jeremy Borash equals insomnia cure, according to that sign of the audience. So if you can't fall asleep, apparently Borash can help you with that.
Man.
Jerry Lynn with a kick to Skipper. He's up against the rope. Skipper up and over. Lynn, crotches him right on the top rope there. And I know what this is
he going to
leading
walk the rope?
He is going to walk the rope. I thought he was going to do his.
Don't fall.
Beautiful.
That's so good.
Dude. Many people reply to us on Twitter about it too and realize, like, Skipper's damn good. And he proves it every single week we watch him on these shows.
No, he absolutely does. And I think, the 10 years ago that I reviewed these shows, I don't think I was that into him, but now it's like, holy crap, Elix Skipper is consistently very good.
Absolutely. And my apologies, Bob. I got to give you our crowd number. You want to take a guess before I give it to you, since I've actually been watching for a minute here?
I'm going to say 950.
You're pretty damn close. We got 1,000. We're back up in the 1,000. Oh, well, we were last week too, I guess. We had 1,100. So technically we're down. But needless to say, I'm happy, dude, seeing 4 digits on that number.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say 1,000. But I didn't.
And actually the crowd is, they're making a lot of noise here. So they're into it. And it doesn't sound like noise because JB's throwing T-shirts. Not yet. Skipper up and over onto the apron. Lynn trying to go for a thing. Oh, middle rope. Oh! Skipper reverses it.
And the back left.
Says, oh! Essentially, Skipper just hit a buckshot lariat, but it was a little sloppy when they came in for that clothesline. But he still got it. Got a 2 count on that.
Yeah, we know where Adam Page took the move from.
It's definitely from Skipper. Look at Skipper stretching out Jerry Lynn here. Will he submit? Will Skipper get this second fall? This is a pretty fast way to start out the show, and I am not complaining.
I'm kind of disappointed that they would pin Skipper within 17 seconds of the first fall, I guess. Even though it wasn't originally 2 out of 3.
Well, yeah, that is a little disappointing, and I feel like you could almost look at that like Jerry Lynn, he's the veteran, so he got that one up on Skipper, but.
So if this is 2 out of 3, Skipper's probably gonna pin him twice, right?
I'm a little nervous, dude. I actually think.
Go ahead.
I think that Lynn's gonna get another fall.
See, I'm thinking if I was Skipper.
Look at headstand leg drop by Skipper. He did the headstand on the top rope, by the way.
Oh wait, he didn't come out with his scale, did he?
No, he did. He
did.
It. Yep.
Okay, so I'm thinking behind Rudy or Andrew Thomas's back here, he'll smack him over the head with the scale. and then he'll pin him twice.
I think that's the most realistic option because he has used that scale twice now. Look at that axe kick on the apron to Jerry Lynn, knocking Lynn onto the floor. I want
See,
Skipper.
now that is an axe kick because he didn't scissor it. He just went down with it.
Bro, the Ron Killings thing, which we haven't got to see mentioned in a while because they've only been doing those vignettes, that's what they call it. So it's an axe kick. It's the same thing.
Scissor kick. That's something that we will debate forever.
I think we will, man. I really do. But it's okay. Skipper's got like a headlock, or like an awkward one. He's kind of like holding him upside down. It's kind of weird.
It's like a weird neck vice.
Yeah.
But he like gave up on it pretty quick.
Yeah, he did. Now he's holding him. What's this? Flipping Lynn over his back, but Lynn's kind of countered it there. Back body drop to Skipper.
Yeah, he was going for like a Randy Orton headlock toss thing, but
yeah.
Lynn with a swing neck breaker. He's fired up.
Lynn into the corner, up on the second rope, jumping flatliner.
1, 2.
Skip kick out of 2.
Yeah, the crowd definitely has some energy to him tonight.
Good, man. The TNA Asylum. I was actually thinking about this, and I know it's a little soon to talk about it, but I got to at least just throw it in the air. They're building up this faithful fan base here in Nashville, right? Mm-hmm. And in a year or a little more, we're going to leave them. And then it's just see you later. And I feel like that's like really shitty. And I was thinking about how sad that is.
I fucking knew it. There goes
referee got knocked down. Low blow.
Skipper. Get the scale.
There it is. He's got it.
I'm telling you, dude. Here we go.
Oh, Lynn ducks it. Oh. Hit him with a kick with it, though.
He like drop kicked the scale into his face. Andrew Thomas has recovered. 1, 2,
3. Jerry Lynn got the pin just as I thought was going to happen. To me, that means that this is not the last Jerry Lynn Elix Skipper feud we're going to see, or match we're going to see.
Yeah, I would hope not.
I kind of was liking that he was just challenging random people every week. So this is a little, and I should say random as far as like Red made his return. Then he fought Mad Mikey in his debut, and now, Jerry Lynn's a good opponent, but I kind of wish that we kind of went on with that for a little while, like an open challenge feel.
Yeah. Well, to kind of continue on with what you were saying about the Asylum. So I am 1.5 shows away from finishing my 2004 series. And the way Jeff Jarrett in a promo is just like, yeah, so next week's it. Like, well, no more Nashville. And the crowd's just like, what? What do you mean? There's no more? Like, you're leaving us? So it was like just rip it off like a Band-Aid. Like, yeah, we're not coming here anymore.
Yeah, and of course we'll cover that in depth once we get to it. But yeah. I was thinking about it, man, and I was like, damn, that sucks. And if I lived in Nashville, I'd be heartbroken.
Well, I understand it, especially from a financial standpoint, but from a business sense, you're going from an arena or building where you are getting a paying audience to then running shows where it is not a paying audience. It's part of an attraction.
But the production is stepped way up. By the way, we're at the announce table here. We're talking about Shawn Michaels getting his X Division title shot. Just kidding. They did say the cousin of Shawn Michaels this time. And it is Michael Shane against Chris Sabin tonight. We have a Falls Count Anywhere Ravens Clockwork Orange House of Fun 6-man tag match tonight. And then Jeff Jarrett and Legend, of course, will be facing in a baseball bat on one pole, on the other side of the ring, a guitar on a pole. The ultimate Vince Russo match, double poles.
Bro, I only booked like 4 pole matches my whole career, bro.
Hey, leave him alone. Sonny Siaki's music is hit, but here comes Trinity looking fine.
Yeah.
The ace in the hole, Sonny Siaki, looking like Chris Jericho coming out to fight Orange Cassidy.
I get like such Rock vibes from him. It's not even funny.
Well, yeah, I was just making a joke because of the white unbuttoned shirt, but yeah, it's definite Rock vibes.
Oh, thanks.
Cool. Doesn't look like he's ready to wrestle here, so this should be interesting. Probably a promo of some kind here. Trinity flex in the ring. as they pan down her entire body. By the way, we're 16 minutes and 28 seconds in, so if you're following along here, we had a nice little opening match there to start us off after that highlight package. So,
Cocky, Siaki, ace in the hole.
no, ace in the face, he said that time.
Ace in the face.
He's mixing it up on us. I don't like it. We have a censored sign in the crowd. Of course, our version now we are. We're watching the same one that you're watching on Impact Plus or on your YouTube Impact fan something subscription.
Member thingy-majig that I've joined. So you're welcome, Impact. You're getting $5 a month from me.
Yeah, and if Bob continues to enjoy it, you'll get $5 from me as well.
Well, I'm hoping they will actually add like more stuff to it. Because right now it's just got like Final Resolution 2009 and a couple other pay-per-views, like twice. Oh.
Look, Siaki's like, I interfered in all 3 matches. So we're not ignoring the fact that he did that.
Yeah.
When I came out, all eyes were on me. AJ Styles. And if it wasn't for me, the ace in the hole, you would have lost the belt to D'Lo Brown. Oh, okay, so that's a pretty bold statement to one of your buddies, but...
Yeah, what the hell?
So D'Lo Brown, if you got a problem with what I did last week, bring your Krispy Kreme booty to the ring. Okay, well, here is AJ Styles. At least it's Tron here.
These people are already like having dissension between each other, and it's been 3 weeks.
I don't like that. I'm hoping he's just Siaki being a little cocky asshole. But here comes AJ Styles, our NWA heavyweight champion.
Yeah, but is he being cocky or is he being like truthful?
Well, he is cocky Siaki, so in a way, both.
Yeah.
The weird part of this to me is Trinity following Siaki out to the ring and not Styles, even though she's been more aligned with coming with Styles to the ring.
But isn't she like with Siaki?
Oh, I guess that's a good point because he was in the segment when she turned with Goldilocks. Yeah. So that's a good point, actually, yeah.
Which was weird because she was with Kash, who was abusive, and now she's a heel again.
Hey, bro, we can't.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers are champions because they earned it.
AJ Styles champion because he earned it. Oh, excuse me, because he's the best in this business. Wow. Okay. He just flipped the script on us. I didn't like that.
No. We thought he was being predictable, and he was like, "Nah, hang on."
Oh, Siaki, maybe you forgot your role in Team Styles, and even today was like Team Styles. Interesting. Oh, and they're yelling "Know your role" to him. That's pretty funny. Continuing the Rock references to him. He said, "Let me remind you your role. I carry the gold. You carry my bags." Oh boy. I wear the tuxedo. You ride my coattails. Now, mind you, I'd like to point out Styles is not wearing a tuxedo, but
that's correct. He's wearing what, a white t-shirt?
Yeah, something more of like a very light baby blue. I feel like it is, but yeah, it's and then
he does have dress pants on. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Oh, Trinity's putting on Sonny Siaki's glasses, and now he's got the microphone. He goes, "In case you didn't know, I'm Vince Russo's right-hand man." He goes, "You and I are in the same playing deck, as far as I see. And you're a little joker." Oh, Styles slaps him. Trinity's like, "Yo, whoa, what are you guys doing?"
This is literally just an extension of Sports Entertainment Extreme.
Well, yeah. Oh, he says, "I don't need you, you little rat. I don't need you, Sonny Siaki.
What the fuck is going on?
All I need is this heavyweight title." Oh, down with the Brown. Are you down with the Brown?
Are you down with the Brown? I'm down with the Brown.
Okay, he might not. I don't know where he is. We still got his Tron on the screen.
I hope he just shows up on the top rope out of nowhere.
I have a feeling that's
with the lights on, and TNA being like, "What the hell? How did D'Lo Brown get there?"
Here he comes. Wow, look at his outfit. Track pants and a long sleeve t-shirt. 3/4 sleeve. It might be rolled up, but
he's wearing a t-shirt that's like the length that your girlfriend would wear going to bed.
Yeah, it's huge. I like how boring everyone is dressed in the ring right now, dude. They're all just so boring. Like,
well, not Trinity.
No. Well, and Siaki's look fits him, but Styles and Brown both have like shirts that have their names and shit. And like, I get Styles is trying to probably look nice because he's champion, but like, they all look so boring.
Well, I was just gonna say, I feel like out of the three dudes, that Siaki's the one that looks like a star in terms of dress compared to the other two.
Mm-hmm. All these people see what I see. The competitive fire that's in your eyes. They see a glimpse of that old AJ Styles.
Is he trying to like convince this guy to be good now or something?
I was just thinking that's exactly what he's doing.
AJ, how about we go for those tag titles?
How about we try it one more time, brother? You and I.
Those 5 weeks. Those 5 weeks we were partners. We were undefeated.
I can't believe they didn't give him the belts before they broke up, to be honest with you.
I know.
And it was so short, and I'm still not surprised about it.
I know. I thought for sure we would have gotten them as tag champs.
Brown's like pointing, but he's not talking. That was a really long pause.
It was.
You like me.
I think he forgot what he was saying.
Yeah. He goes, I don't know who won that match. He's basically saying Styles also doesn't know who won. Oh, let's you and I, one-on-one, one last time. The World Heavyweight title. Siaki's like, dude, what?
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, AJ? I get it. So he's trying to get into the competitive side of AJ. We don't know who won.
We don't know who the world champ really is. Siaki unbuttoned his shirt, by the way, meaning he's probably about to beat some ass.
Yeah, I hear you. He's about to deck D'Lo from behind.
Yeah, he definitely is, dude. Crowd's all chanting D'Lo, it sounds like.
Yeah, there.
Sounded like D'Lo, at least. I don't know.
I think it is.
Right. Head wiggle the arm move.
He'll think about it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to think about the match after he got his ass beat and Fog Splash off the top of a ladder through a table. He said, I was this close to being the ex-NWA World Champ. My pride can't accept that. You want a match? One more time with me? Siaki's like, dude, do not do this. Do not do this. Too bad. Mind you, Siaki was slapped moments before this. If I was Siaki, I'd already be beating ass.
I would have attacked AJ.
Oh, this time it'll be about respect. This belt on each other. One more time.
I think AJ's turning babyface.
So do I.
Like, what are we doing here?
I think it's not like they're trying to separate Siaki from AJ. They're trying to separate AJ from the rest of them.
100%.
Okay, we shook hands, dude. It's a deal. And boom, chop block by Siaki from behind. And here comes Trinity.
Oh, well, he set him up.
But look at Styles is basically, he almost puts Trinity. Oh, wait a second.
He's doing it. Damn it, AJ.
I thought that was our turn right there, but nope. He wanted a little action of his own.
Wow.
And they're all just kicking him. I hear cheering. It's Eric Watts, our new NWA Authority figure.
Oh, God.
Who's getting in the action, even though, you know, he's the director of Authority that chokeslammed to Sonny Siaki. Can we get Eric Watts and D'Lo Brown versus Siaki and Styles tonight? Is that the possibility?
I'd rather not.
Mr. Explosion, Eric Watts. He should not be wrestling on the pay-per-view, but he has it for the microphone. D'Lo Brown, let me introduce myself. My name is Younger Don Callis. I'm Eric Watts. I'm the director of Authority.
My younger Don Callis.
He literally looks like the Don Callis we're watching, but younger because he's got like sunglasses.
You're not wrong.
Okay, the NWA title. So next week, you, D'Lo Brown, you, AJ Styles, will be in the ring next week for the title. So D'Lo, AJ, again next week for the title.
It's going to be a ladder match.
Shh, don't say that yet. Oh, every time you guys fight, someone's running in the ring. There'll be no Trinity next week. There will be no Legend next week. There'll be no Ace-Hole.
Of course.
That's Sonny Siaki, of course.
No Ace-Hole.
Don't tell me they're going to do what I think. Spit it out, Eric Watts. Team AJ, we just want to leave him out. Next week. Vince Russo's going to sit ringside in his corner. Okay.
What is going on?
D'Lo's pissed. Oh, and Vince Russo? Vince Russo will be handcuffed to Eric Watts ringside. Wait, and that's not it. One last thing. And for you at home. So that there's no one else running.
Okay.
Yeah. 15 foot high, steel cage. That is exactly what I was thinking they were hinting at, and they finally spit it out. D'Lo versus AJ, steel cage match next week.
So here's my question. Is the steel cage going to become the new ladder match for us? Because we had one in June. We've now had one. We're going to have one in August.
Yeah, I mean, we did only have one, like, what, 5 weeks ago at this point?
Yeah, roughly.
51, I believe, was the cage match, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Wow. There's a good chance, but I do think I'm getting a little sick of D'Lo and AJ fighting, but if we have an indecisive finish last week, let's end it once and for all next week. I still think it's going to end the same, but let's go.
My problem with this stipulation, anytime you book a cage match, you probably shouldn't book people around the cage.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
So it's like, no one can get involved, but you know what? Myself and Vince Russo will be right at ringside. It's like, okay, I don't know why we're doing that.
When he did say that part, I was like, oh, they're not going to do the cage then, right?
Right. You know damn well Vince Russo is going to get involved. Like, come on.
They're saying that it is match of the night, or I think he was kind of hinting at like match of the year potential next week. But we'll see. Oh, we're getting word to send it to the back. Hey, there's one of those Shark Boy Masters selling.
I was just going to say they're actually selling those masks.
Oh, Raven is burning his hand on a candle right now, which is like very odd. But we're with Julio De Niro and Raven. Big night for the gathering. He's only got one question. Where's CM Punk?
Yeah, where is it?
That's a good point. Julio, is Punk coming? He goes, I don't think so, boss. I think he flaked out on us. Raven says, that's all right. He's going to drag his body across broken glass through the pits of hell to get his hands on Shane Douglas and the New Church. So whether it's 3-on-1 or... Oh, Julio's definitely with him, he says. 3-on-2 it is. Raven gets up. He will have his revenge. Cold to Raven. Nevermore. Oh, look. Alexis Larissa, she's coming too. We have a replacement for CM Punk, it looks like.
Okay. I don't hate that.
Alexis Larissa against Shane Douglas and the New Church, it is.
One thing I've learned about Alexis Larissa is that she can take a punch. So she's not
Ain't
bad.
Ain't that the truth? Here's Edward Chastain and Don Callis. He's carrying that Hard 10 trophy they got from Sandman. Don Callis has a microphone. He still wears the same pink shirt, like now. He's now a management consultant for the company. I'm sorry that there's a dog barking in the background.
It's all right. Peach just wants attention.
She probably sees a cat is actually what's happening, and I'm hoping that Kaylee will give her some peanut butter to stop that. Until then, I will mute when I'm not talking. Oh, Sandman, for the first time in his life, is going to have to wrestle, he says.
Oh, great.
Wow, that's exactly what I want to see. Sandman not in a hardcore match.
No.
And here comes the Sandman. His opponent from Philadelphia. Is he actually wearing his own shirt? This might be one of the first times. That's like the classic Sandman look here, I feel like.
Yeah, usually, lately, in TNA, at least, he was wearing a Raven shirt.
Raven for the most part, but also, I mean, he has one of the TNA shirt, but he actually looks like the Sandman that I feel like you probably remember not wearing a fucking Raven shirt.
Yeah.
I wonder if that means they're selling that Sandman shirt in the Asylum now, though. I'm wondering.
Oh, they might.
He got his kendo stick. That dude didn't go through the crowd at all. He's right in the ring. And he's holding the stick.
He's already bleeding, but it's probably from the fucking beer can.
It was. And Edward Chastain, he ducked the kendo stick shot, and now it's just going after him. And as we know, Chastain isn't very good.
No.
He gets tired very fast.
Yeah.
But he just dropped a big-ass elbow. And listen, I don't want to get hit with that elbow, so I get what's happening.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Mr. Chastain.
Well, Don Callis is on commentary. This is probably what leads to him doing New Japan.
This segment's on his highlight reel. That's how he got the job.
I'm kidding. Actually, hey, I'm doing a little bit of research here, Bob, and I actually didn't realize, because we did find out that Edward Chastain here used to go by the name Iceberg in like NWA Wildside and stuff. But he did appear. Look at this. Holy shit. He just did a fucking senton off the apron to the floor, and Sandman moved. What the fuck?
He must be desperate to keep his job.
Yeah, well, anyways, as I was going to say, he actually did appear on 2 of our explosion notes as Iceberg, but not Edward Chastain. So, yeah, he did wrestle, and both times were actually, one was a dark match. That was on January 15th, 2003, and then on Explosion number 15. Oh, that was the same one, actually. Sorry. So he appeared once, and it was on Explosion 15 on that one. So David Young defeated him by disqualification. So about 6 months, almost to the day of his debut match, at least, against Norman Smiley on the 16th. Rudy Charles knocked down. Sandman has his kendo stick. And bam, nails Edward Chastain in the head, and the Russian leg sweep.
That is so ridiculous.
Okay, that was really fast, but the Sandman won, and he's got the cutback. And of course, he's got to get a beer for it.
Tell me how the referee wouldn't hear the kendo stick shot, and then he just suddenly was able to turn around and make the pin after the leg sweep thing.
Restart the celebration here. Now I have some news, Bob. That was
Let me guess. Is that the final appearance of Edward Chastain?
At least in ring, yeah, it is.
Okay, great.
And actually, I'm wondering if we're about to spoil it, because I wonder if Don Callis might fire him right here. I didn't know we were going to have a promo.
Yeah.
Oh. But you disappointed not just Don Callis, but also the customers. You got beat by that Jadena drunk? Oh, shit. I might have just spoiled this. I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's just Edward Chastain.
Wait, he's putting on the rubber glove.
He's going to give him a prostate exam?
Well, yeah. It's going to hurt him more than it's going to... Edward! Oh, Edward, I'm afraid we're going to have to let you go. You're a victim of corporate downsizing. And he shook his hand with the rubber glove on. Well, my apologies for spoiling that, guys, but I did not know there was going to be a promo right there. I thought he was just going to disappear like everyone else. Don Callis just yelled, "I'm an MBA, damn it."
That's funny that he put a glove on to shake his hand.
Yeah, it was. Shark Boy backstage looking sad. Oh, it's Athena.
Yeah.
Norman Smiley as well. You got a frown that needs to be turned upside down. Look, he wants to play games. Shoots and ladders, Candyland. Ever heard of the Big Wiggle? He can teach Shark Boy the Big Wiggle.
What is he upset about? That New Jack's gone?
I have a feeling that's what it is. Rotate your shoulders up and down and around. Look, he basically told Athena, like, can you move? Shark Boy, do you need a partner? I'll be your partner, he says. Well, okay, well, that just happened there. Norman Smiley just offered up his ability to be his partner, and he taught him the Big Wiggle, and there's April. Hello.
Yeah, she's got cellulite on her leg.
Hey! You knock that shit off, Bob. It's bullshit. I don't even want to hear you talk like that again. Here's Glenn Gilberti with Simon Diamond and Johnny Swinger. This team is fucking awesome. I don't even care.
I like Diamond and Swinger. It beat up AMW with some straps the other week. They had a couple of title shots that they've not been able to win the titles, but every time they fight AMW in the Observer Awards, they get the match of the night. Oh, hello, Lollipop.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing that Lollipop is a great woman as well, but
she's better than April.
Hey, I don't think so. Hey, here comes Norman Smiley and Shark Boy. So, love you guys, but I think I know what's going to happen in this match.
What, do you think they're going to get jobbed out here?
Dude, look at all of the Shark Boy masks in the crowd. Look at them all.
Now, did they buy those or were they handed out to them?
If they were handed out, I think there'd be even more, to be honest. So I do think those were purchased. Shark Boy just went for a crossbody and Swinger Diamond, but was caught. And then Norman Smiley hit a drop kick to knock everyone down. And now he just did an assisted. Shark Boy doing a head scissor and like a takedown to both Swinger and Diamond.
Swinger just yanking Shark Boy out of the corner. What is Diamond's, like, his shins are covered by another knee pad or something? Like a blue one?
Yeah, it does look kind of interesting as he's hitting the Simon series.
Front suplex. 1, 2. Oh, Diamond only gets a 2 count on Shark Boy.
Yeah, they look very interesting. It's kind of hard to tell. Or are those like long socks? I can't really tell. No, that's definitely 2 knee pads.
Yeah. You must be a fan of Ahmed Johnson.
Oh, who isn't? Oh, look at Shark Boy's doing the Big Wiggle. He just learned that backstage, but then gets a nice right hand by Diamond.
You know that Simon Diamond was with Dawn Marie there, right?
I did not.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I'm surprised Simon Diamond never really got a shot with WWE.
Did he ever work there? Obviously, he's a producer now, right? I believe.
Not with WWE.
He's not?
I don't think so. I think he was with Impact, isn't he? He's been a long-time producer for Impact. I don't think he's a producer.
Let me see if it says on his Twitter page. We do follow him, and I have tweeted to him, and he's potentially, unless he was gimmicking me, I don't know, kayfabe.
running knee there by Swinger in the corner. I mean, Diamond's a good pro. He's got a good look. Excuse me.
Oh, Swinger ripping at the mask of Shark Boy, but then...
You want to know? You know what I would do? I would rip his mask and then have him go to every fan to get a new mask.
That's a good idea. Okay, I'm actually we're both off. So according to his Twitter bio, which I'm at heavy, if you wanted to give him a follow, it says Simon Diamond of ECW TNA fame, current director of talent relations for NWA.
Really? Well, okay, but he was definitely a producer for Impact.
I do believe that. Yeah, I don't know why I thought. I don't know why I thought WWE then.
Both him and D'Lo were longtime producers for.
D'Lo has been for. Oh, you know what?
Impact.
Yes, you're 100% right because I do remember seeing a picture of them both, and I know D'Lo's been for a while.
Yeah.
Swinger's playing with Shark Boy, just slapping him in the head, telling him to come on here, slapping him around. Come on, little Sharky boy.
Oof. Shark Boy trying to fight back with right hands on the much larger Johnny Swinger. Swinger with the sleeper hold. Can he get a no? He cannot. Shark Boy with a backstreet flags. Why do I feel like Norman Smiley is about to turn on fucking Shark Boy?
No way.
Like he's going to go for the tag and just drop down like that gimmick?
No way.
Neck breaker? No. Face buster. Over the knee. Okay, good. Norman didn't turn on him.
And he comes in some back elbows and then a nice clothesline to Swinger. Little wiggle there. A couple of punches there too. Simon Diamond.
Oh, the butt bump. Oh, the swing. Look at that. Swinging power slam. That's nice.
I love his swinging power slam.
And that's on a bigger guy, too. Not even... Uh-oh. Big wiggle on Simon Diamond.
Well, he was in like a wheelbarrow position.
Yeah. Oh, roll it. Well, he tagged in Shark Boy. Wait.
Oh,
Diamond with a super kick as Smiley was trying to do the big wiggle as Swinger. Missile drop kick by Shark Boy. 1, 2. Oh, Diamond breaks it up.
So I just had a thought. One more quick thought about hold on. Double team by Simon Diamond and Shark Boy. So I'll hold that. The problem solver.
That's a good finish.
Yeah, I like that. And here comes Gilberti that was good. Gilberti says, cut the music. Last week, we whipped Chris Harris like he owed us money. And we whipped James Storm like a dog. And there's one guy who deserved one last week and didn't get it. And that's you, Borash. And Diamond's grabbing Borash ringside.
What the hell? No, Jeremy. What did Borash do?
He just deserves this, I guess, man. And they're holding him. Swinger and Diamond holding him up in the air, upside down. And Gilberti's got the strap. But here comes James Storm in that awful leather bucket hat. And they're
both wearing horrible hats.
Well, yeah, Chris Harris has his best Triple H military bonnet on. And they have a whip as well. And it looks like they just saved the ass of Jeremy Borash. Our insomnia cure, apparently.
Yeah.
So James Storm is on the mic. You come out here and you say you beat us up last Wednesday night. He said, my mama beat me a hell lot worse when I was younger than you guys did. It's no secret. I'm as redneck as it comes. From the way I walk to the way I talk. Next Wednesday night. Right here. You have a little match. Rawhide strap match.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. So 8-foot straps. So they're putting 4 straps, one on each side of the ring on the ropes, and whoever gets to it first gets to use them.
I feel like it would be pretty easy to get to them if they're attached to the ropes.
So do I. So I'm pretty curious to see how that's going to happen.
I mean, if I were to be Irish whipped into the ropes, I would just grab the strap and then.
You can't, dude. The momentum throws you too hard against the rope. And you start running back.
I don't think that's accurate. All right, so we have a cage match and a rawhide strap match for next week.
Okay. I'm into it, man.
I'm fine with it. Those are 2 big matches.
Vince Russo on AJ Styles. So Mike TNA, and by the way, I'm going to add, we're not even an hour into the show, and we got 2 huge matches for next week. AJ and I are a team. So Mike TNA sat down with Vince Russo, who's holding the NWA title that definitely looks like a replica in this video package, but
I might have to get myself a replica NWA world title.
I've thought about it, man. You know what I thought about doing?
Nice
so I do have the I don't know what to call it. It's the first technically TNA heavyweight title. I have that as a replica, and I wanted to get the NWA title, and then like I'll call it like the 20. What is it? It's not 2010. Like the later version that Bobby Lashley held and such, so I could have all 3 TNA heavyweight titles. I thought that'd be really cool.
Yeah, that's not bad. I want to get
Wait. That is a replica because it's signed by someone. There's a signature right there. Look.
Oh, it is.
Huh. So Jarrett is right. And Russo said, I am obsessed with Jeff Jarrett. So that's not done, by the way. As we know, because of course we've been sick and Legend on him, but we haven't heard Vince Russo himself say Jeff Jarrett at all. It's mostly been just Legend on camera with him as of PS couple weeks. Vince Russo on the NWA World Title. I said when I'd get this belt, there'd be changes. This signed replica belt that came from someone's office. It's probably the same belt that Eric Watts gave back to Dusty Rhodes, if I had to take a guess.
Oh, maybe.
Could be. I don't know for sure, of course. Our feed wasn't clear enough for me to tell you if there's a signature on that one, but regardless, this is definitely a replica, 100%.
I'm going to see if there's like a reasonably priced NWA World Title thing.
I'm sure there is. I'm more curious about different versions of it, like what makes a different, like how do they change it up? Scott Hudson backstage here with Chris Sabin. That Vince Russo was basically yelling that whole promo about like why am I being asked these questions? Is kind of what I got out of it.
I can't tell if this is the same belt or not.
Wow, dude. They're really pushing that, dude. The cousin of the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn
They
Michaels.
just like saying Shawn Michaels.
They're Frankie Kazarian has got them. When does he get a shot at the belt?
He won't.
Yeah, the mere fact I have this gold on my shoulder. I'm not even the present. I'm the future of not just the X Division, but all of NWA-TNA. It may take him a long time, but he does eventually break out of the X Division.
So I found a replica here on eBay for $135.
That's not bad. Eric Watts just walked in. Let the Director of Authority help you out tonight. A special referee. Oh, Frankie Kazarian's going to be the special referee? Look, he's already wearing the shirt. Look how funny he looks in it.
I was just thinking that. Like, he looks like a nerd.
He looks like the new ref on the block. Like Oh, here we go, dude.
He looks like a dweeb. Well, whatever. Good for him.
Well, let's look at the X Factors here. Sabin, 2.5 months as X Division champion. Challenger makes his TNA debut. And Shane in the biggest match of his career. So, Bob, Michael Shane, did he do anything before this? Or
Yeah, he did a couple of shots in Ring of Honor.
Oh.
And there, I want to say, I don't know if this is exactly accurate or not, but he had, I guess, like a breakout match really with Paul London at Ring of Honor Unscripted in a street fight.
Oh, wow.
That got a lot of praise in 2002.
Wow. Well, he also had a match on WCW Worldwide.
Really?
Yep. I will read you that match in just a moment. I just clicked out of it because it looks like he wrestled in a lot of ECW shows as well.
Yes, he did.
Wow. I did not know that.
Yep. I believe he was part of the final weekend in 2001 for ECW. I think.
Spanky, Paul London. Oh, yeah, dude. He wrestled a ton. It looks like he potentially had he had a match on Jacked. He lost to Jerry Lynn in June 4th, 2001.
I like Michael Shane.
I don't know if I have a strong opinion on one way or another, but I'm hoping to form one as we continue to watch him. But yeah, he lost the 3 count as he teamed with Chris Kruger and Robert Diggs on the September 5th, 2000 edition of WCW Worldwide.
Wow. Well, you learn something new every day. I didn't know he was a WCW guy. Kazarian's not even holding up the belt right as a referee. It's supposed to go 2 hands and at the hard cam, not 1 hand like you want it. Now, if I'm Kazarian, I'm probably not going to screw over Chris Sabin because I want to be him, right?
I would say yeah, probably, but at the same time, do you want Sabin to lose and then you can beat this other guy a little bit easier, potentially?
But what if Michael Shane's harder?
That's a good point, yeah. I think Kazarian is a nice he's got good moral character. He wants to fight the best, and the best is Chris Sabin right now. So and now Michael Shane made sure.
Every time they say Shawn Michaels, I should take a shot.
Dude, you'd be fucked. Already in this show, you'd be fucked.
I'd be screwed.
Michael Shane pulling out his best white attire, white and purple to be exact. It looks like purple, at least. Maybe it's a dark blue. But you gotta wear white on pay-per-view. Arm drag.
At least in your big match too.
Oh, goes behind Sabin. Sabin with some back elbows, going off the rope. Here comes back, and Michael Shane hits a Hurricane Rana. Yeah, a spin kick.
That was like a spinning hip attack there.
I think it's supposed to be like a spin kick, but yeah. He did definitely hit him with his hips.
Oh, knee lift by Sabin. Kazarian not really doing much as a referee. He's just standing there.
He's like, hey, you better watch him in the corner.
That's a good knee lift. All right, I'll let it go.
Michael Shane whipped into the corner. Sabin coming back, gets up and over onto the apron. Blocks a punch by Michael Shane. Gives him one, and a springboard drop kick to the back of the fucking head. Holy shit. Knocks Michael Shane all the way across the ring, out of the ring. Kazarian's like, hey, can you, not go out and attack him, though? Sabin going off the ropes. Of course he's not going to listen. Oh, goes for a baseball slide. But Michael Shane slipped back in the ring. Oh, Sabin got caught as he was trying to get into the ring to him. And Michael Shane bouncing off the ropes, and huge dive.
Somersault dive over the top to the floor onto Sabin. Can we get a replay?
Keith in the truck.
Is the crowd actually chanting TNA, or are they piping that in?
It's hard to tell what they're chanting.
Well, they were saying TNA, but I don't know if that was piped in or if they were actually chanting that.
It might have been like a weird area in the building. Sabin pushing Michael Shane off the top. Oh. He crotches him.
Oh, Sabin drop kicks Shane off the ropes to the floor.
And of course, Mike TNA makes us know that it's still cable. It's not a rope.
Right.
Here goes Sabin. Holy shit.
Jesus.
Huge dive. Huge.
Yeah, on that springboard. Luckily, Sabin was actually able to get a landing there onto the ropes because the first time he tried doing that, he just flew over the top rope because he overshot it.
Yeah. Going for cover. 1, 2. Kick out of 2.
That was a fair count there, but yeah, Mr. Kazarian.
Stand there. Going for the arms. Stretching them out. Sabin's like, tap, you motherfucker. Tell Shawn Michaels that I said hi. The Heartbreak Kid, of course.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody submit from this.
No. Oh, but look at this. Now, see, this is a little different.
Down. I feel like a chicken wing on him or something.
Oh, there. I mean, there you go. He essentially has one in now. Kazarian's like, dude, do you quit?
Hello?
I'm calling this right down the middle. Someone yelled, just give up.
Just give up.
Come on. I'm sick of this shit. Sabin putting Michael Shane up on the top, sitting up on the top rope. Going for, some kind of bulldog. Michael Shane fights it off, though. Spinning neckbreaker. Michael Shane, the cousin of the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, hitting a swinging neckbreaker off the middle rope. Twisting sit out neckbreaker.
His finishing move is probably going to be a super kick, right?
I mean,
or like the elbow drop.
I feel like he almost has to if they're going to keep promoting him as Shawn Michaels' cousin.
Yeah. The fans are behind Chris Sabin saying "Hail Sabin," and you could actually see them saying that because a lot of people were chanting it. Michael Shane fired up. He's doing the Shawn Michaels twirl even. Hooking Sabin for a suplex. No, Sabin counters, blocks it. Counters with the... Well, it looks like he's trying to hammerlock reverse DDT, but Shane counters that with a flatliner. 1, 2. Oh. Michael Shane, very impressive according to Mike Tenay. He hasn't looked bad, that's for sure.
No, he hasn't.
Springboard.
Sabin. Whoa!
Oh. Springboard DDT by Sabin.
It was nice.
Is he going to get him? 1, 2. Oh,
no, so close.
So close, but so far away.
We almost had it, but then we didn't.
Oh, creative shock attempt there, I think. But Shane countered, goes for a rope, but Sabin holds the ropes. Kick to the gut.
Oh.
Chest first in the corner. Shane goes. Sabin. Oh, super kick out of nowhere.
That was nice.
Oh, my God. I thought he had.
That was a 2, brother.
I thought he
Zarin's like, guys, there's 2. Everyone, please calm down, please. Everyone sit down.
Look at that. That's a good super kick, too.
Dude, that was nice. That was nice. His cousin is Shawn Michaels. It's in his blood.
Right.
To hit super kicks.
He was also trained by Shawn Michaels. So.
I would assume. I mean, that only makes sense.
No, he was. Him and Daniel Bryan were part of the same... Actually, not. Why did I say Daniel Bryan? Him and Bryan Danielson.
Thank you.
Were part of the same training class.
Sabin's got him up.
Oh, ooh.
That was nice. Had him up on his shoulder, and then he, as Tenay said, drove him down. It was nice, whatever he wants to call that move.
It was like an over-the-shoulder twisting DDT thing.
Yeah, it was like he just flipped him down.
Yeah.
It was nice. Sabin's getting desperate. He's grabbing the title.
Uh-oh.
Kazarian's like, dude, come on. Please don't use that.
Don't do it, man.
Oh, Kazarian grabs it, though, just in time. Oh, Sabin pushed him. Oh!
1.
That was close. Oh!
Oh.
Huge boot to the face by Sabin onto Michael Shane, the cousin of Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels.
I have a question for you, Dallas.
Yeah.
So let's say there's a referee bump. Is Kazarian going to be? Oh, never
Wake
mind.
of the Future.
Is it on the belt?
It kind of was. Yes, Tanae's saying it is on the title.
Well, I was going to say, if there was a referee bump, would Kazarian act like a referee and be out for 20 minutes, or would he be a wrestler?
Rudy Charles.
Rudy Charles is like, hell no, man, you can't do that.
It's like, dude, you tried to win a match. Hey, you're out of here. I'm the new ref.
What?
Look, he's leaving too. He's like, okay, ugh.
Oh, okay.
Rudy Charles is getting out of the ring with him. Like, dude, you need to get out of here. He said, dude, you're a referee. Sabin hits Michael Shane with the title. He casually pushes it out to the thing.
One.
Charles, that's a 3 count. Don't you think another ref would going to come in and be like, hey, he used the title?
Yeah, where's Andrew Thomas? Wait a minute, Rudy. You can't do that. All right. The finish is a little wonky there, but I thought Michael Shane looked good.
Yeah, that was a good debut. What's this? I missed who they just said were Oh, it's Mad Mikey, a day in the
life of Mad Mikey.
Oh, dude, he looks pissed brushing his teeth. Mikey's mad at his roommates. I get that. Look at them all passing a bowl of cereal around. What in the world?
Who the fuck does that? Crash Holly needs roommates?
Oh! And his roommates casually are wearing... Like, he's wearing his underwear.
His boxers, whatever, yeah.
His roommates are casually wearing a TNA shirt, which I thought was kind of funny.
Is that his job?
Holy shit.
I thought he was a wrestler.
Look at that hairy arm.
Who the hell is that?
Mikey's mad at his boss. He's taking the computer screen outside. And he's about to throw it in the parking lot. Holy, yep. And a car's just like casually backing up in the park.
Backing up.
He's mad at traffic and now it looks like. He's stuck in traffic. Mikey's mad at fast food restaurants. Fat Moe's.
Fat Moe's.
Look at this place. The crowd just cheered, so that must be like a local little place.
Yeah.
He opens up and goes, what the hell is this? Oh my God, he's throwing the food.
Oh my God. Is he going to attack the worker?
Mad Mikey. Oh my God, he's whipping pizza boxes around. What the heck is he doing? He's just beating people up.
He's beating up his roommates again.
Hey, well, he'll be back next week.
If I was that guy's roommate, I'd kick him out. Like, don't let him come back in there and beat me up.
Okay, that was pretty funny. And of course, we know he just wrestled on Explosion. So he'll be back on pay-per-view next week.
I don't know why I thought that was so funny. He's just beating up his roommate. Okay, April, we're not here for a B+ strip.
Hey.
Okay? We want the A+ lollipop.
Knock it off.
We just passed 1 hour and 5 minutes.
Oh.
On this show. We're at 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 6 seconds. We're getting a replay here of Kid Kash disrespecting the legends, most notably Ricky Morton, who has arguably the greatest mullet in professional wrestling history.
And was Kid Kash's trainer.
That's right. If it wasn't for people like us, you wouldn't even be here, Kid Kash. La, la, la. Kash isn't interested in Morton's passionate speech here.
Oh, slaps the shit out of him.
Slapped him.
Oh, shit. Ricky Morton backstage here with Scott Hudson looked like he's about to wrestle. I have a feeling that tonight, Kid Kash is going to go to the class of professional wrestling for a respect lesson.
Put down everything that I had.
I did years to to believe in this. This is I taught you everything you know.
Taught you everything you know, he says. I don't know about that.
And tonight is that one match we're going to have. And please, everyone, please forget that I joined sex for like 2 weeks. Please just ignore that. It might have even been only a week, but I didn't do that.
Out of sight, out of mind, man. Kid. Kash. Kid.
Here it comes.
Kash. Kid.
So it looks like we got Kid Kash versus Ricky Morton coming up next.
This could be good.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Ricky Morton. I have not hid that either. I'm proud of it. It's 1986 all over again.
Yeah, dude, he's ready. Oh, he's even not wrestling in a shirt, huh? That's impressive. Even D'Lo wears a shirt.
He must still be in pretty decent shape here.
Dude, Morton is ready to lock up with Kash, who's just like spinning around the ring. Like, okay.
Listen, Ricky's not going to be disrespected, okay? Rock and roll. Yeah, the continuation here for Mr. Ricky Morton doesn't make a lot of sense because, as you mentioned, he and Robert Gibson both turned on tradition.
Yeah, which is kind of just fucking Sarah Lee's ringside. Right. Jesus Christ. I would be more disappointed, or I should say I'm disappointed because they usually are good at about like covering their tracks of like, oh, he had a change of heart, or they'll like just say something. This one is not like that at all.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess whatever.
Look at Ricky Morton, some arm drags. He was a big deal about 13 years prior to this.
Clothesline kick
over
Kash
the top to the floor. Ricky Morton likes to say that he was in line to beat Ric Flair. Oh, suicide dive by Ricky Morton. What the hell? That he was gonna beat Ric Flair to be NWA World Champion, but he was like, I can't do that to Robert. And Dallas, I want to let you know right now that if we were a tag team and they came up to me like, Bob, we're going to put the heavyweight title on you, I'd be like, when do you want me to ditch Dallas? Because I'll do it tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. Kid Kash went for a baseball slide, but Morton caught him and just pulled him outside of the ring. Now we're just.
I would turn on you for the television championship. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, you just want any kind of singles push.
Give me the singles run. Hardcore title? Good.
I'd like to point out right there in the crowd is the fan who wouldn't give Brian Lawler a chair way back when, if you were a fan that long.
Oh my God, she's back.
They are back, which is awesome.
Oh, clothesline off top rope by Kash. 1, 2. Oh, Morton kicks out at 2.
Sarah Lee's like, oh my God, Ricky Morton.
Speaking of Brian Lawler, I'm bummed that he doesn't return ever.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised he never comes back. Kash trying to make Ricky Morton submit, telling the crowd to shut up. Got that chin lock. He's got the knee in his back.
Trading some chops and slaps here. Oh. I don't know why, but I enjoy watching Ricky Morton wrestle. I don't know what it's about the guy.
It's entertaining.
Yeah, but I don't know what. It's not like he's done anything that's... I mean, I guess the suicide dive was fucking bonkers. I wasn't expecting that.
No, that was good.
Uh-oh, he's got a Kimura lock. Or a key lock, as Mike Tenay wants to call it. Will Ricky give up? Probably not. He's digging into his ribs. Sarah Lee's like, come on, rock and roll. Where's Robert Gibson?
Come on.
Rock and roll. Rock and roll.
Come on, rock and roll. I need to go back and sell some tickets. Nobody counters.
Oh.
Kip Cash's potential.
Slide. 1, 2. Oh, Kash kicks out.
Oh, the other old guy's here. Joe something.
Corsica Joe?
Corsica Joe.
Now I've looked this up. He's married to Sarah Lee.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
But I want to point out, he came out of nowhere because it was just Sarah Lee over there. I don't know where Joe came from.
Was Harley Race randomly going to be back in the building tonight too and just pop up? Just random Harley Race sighting?
That'd be great. Uh-oh. Coast to coast, somersault. Oh, he missed.
Ricky Morton moved out of the way.
He wasn't even going to reach him.
He never does. It's a silly move. Morton's about to get the upper hand here, I think.
Oh, wow. Overhead suplex by Morton. If I was WWE, I'm going to sign Ricky Morton and give him the world title. He's beating Triple H on Raw next week. 2 count for Ricky Morton.
I'm going to beat Triple H on Raw.
Yeah. I would. Beat him clean. Train roll-ups here with Cat. Oh, pop him through the legs. There we go. No, they didn't do the power-up.
No. I was waiting for it, too. Okay, so...
Eye rake there by Kash. He's going to top rope.
The top rope on the other side of the ring. Oh, here comes Ricky Morton. Crotches him.
Oof. Was he going to do a Frankensteiner?
It kind of
pulling
looks
out
like
all the. Wait, I was joking.
Oh, he was slipping though, but he still managed to get somewhat of one. So we'll take it.
He did a Frankensteiner like around his hips.
He just slipped like, oh shit.
Oh no, I forgot.
Abyss.
Oh no, come on, Ricky.
He's gonna hit the shock treatment.
Oh, now how does the referee not know that something's happened?
The sit down torture rack backbreaker, soon to be known as the shock treatment.
Kash with the win. Now I want to let you know that I'm pretty sure it takes them almost a year to name that the shock treatment.
Well, that's pretty funny. Look, Sarah Liz like, did you see him? And now I want to point out when Kash went down from that Frankensteiner, he pulled Rudy Charles to the corner with him.
Oh.
Like, he kind of pulled him over.
Yeah. Oh, well, I shoved him down.
That's a $10,000 fine, but whatever.
That's fine.
Oh, he just kicked Ricky Morton. Morton no-sold it.
$10,000 fine for Kash, and he's probably getting paid about $300 for the show. So, good investment there by Kid Kash. He owes them $9,700.
Corsica Joe wants to fight. Sarah Lee wants to fight.
Sarah Lee, dude, you can't trust her. She'll fucking knock you out.
Dude, Sarah Lee would beat the shit out of him. And here comes Ricky Morton. Boom! Right hand.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Oh, I knew it.
Did that
Smashed Morton with a chair.
The smash mouth, I think he calls that. Well, it didn't quite hit him as hard as normal, but he still got him pretty good. And look, security's holding him back from getting Sarah Lee. He even jumps off the announce table, and she's laughing her ass off, which is hilarious. The Suntan Superman versus Joe Cuervo.
Jose Cuervo. Are you kidding me?
Jose Cuervo. Excuse me. Jesus. I was trying to read it fast because I knew it was going to disappear on me.
All right, you enjoy this. I got to go get myself some Excedrin because I'm getting a headache from this shit.
Okay. I'm going to try to figure out what's happening here. We're outside. It's night. Conan is telling him to drink something that I can't really tell if it's salsa or what it is. They're eating dinner in a really crappy-looking diner. Okay, that's definitely... I'm pretty sure that was salsa. Might not be. Conan's laughing his ass off. And they both get up and say they got to holler at the honey hole. Ron Killings. Oh. Ron Killings wants orange juice, but they're giving him tequila. He says, is orange juice Spanish for tequila? These oranges that went bad, and someone's in the bathroom, and they're using the Rainbow Express's Push song. Bob is missing this because he had to get Excedrin. Conan asks what Killings is doing without a shirt on. Is he's wearing a sombrero. They're at a bar.
Cool. I haven't missed anything.
No,
Has this
yeah.
been funny this time or what?
No, the best part, Bob, is that they were. If you hear in the background, they were using the Rainbow Express's Push theme song as B.G. James was in the bathroom.
Oh, they are. They're saying push.
Yeah, because Conan had him drink what I believe is salsa, and Ron Killings is drunk because they gave him tequila when he asked for orange juice.
Mm.
Hey, amigo, don't forget my numero. Killings says, what did he say? And Conan says, you look good. He said, you look good in this hat. Next week, 3 Live Crew hit the trailer park.
Oh, great.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
they're in the ring. And they got whips. Lollipop. You know, last week wasn't a fair fight with Trinity. You really want to see some fur fly?
Yeah.
Do they have any fur to make fly?
Oh. Maybe they
Valentina.
have some carpet.
Valentina and Nurse Veronica telling them to get out here. The bitch slap girls.
Now, last time they did this, they got their asses kicked. So hopefully this.
Oh, fuck. And here's Trinity.
Cheerleader Valentine.
This Trinity alliance is kind of weird to me.
I don't understand this. This is so stupid.
Well, I just don't like that it's been going on for so long. Like, I kind of wish they would just book a regular match and then, like, it's going to suck, so let's just call it a day.
Yeah. I don't know. Valentina getting whipped. Trinity's embarrassed.
Yo, Trinity's pissed, dude. Look at her. Lollipop and April's whipping them with these little tiny whips that they probably bought at the local sex shop or costume store.
Or maybe they're in just Lollipop's drawer.
I didn't want to make that kind of assumption. And then the music hits, and that was it. Lollipop's like, come on, what do I need to show you my tits again?
I'd be in the crowd being like, tear it off.
Okay, let's check out this next thing. Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels.
Great.
Okay.
Another promo.
Yeah, dude, those segments, like, at least they're literally, like, that was under 2 minutes, I think. Like, that was very, very short.
Yeah, but, like, what's the point of it?
Well, that's the thing I don't get. I feel like it's to pop the live crowd quick, but, like, that almost feels like a segment you should show while you're, like, showing a highlight package for, like, people at home while you're setting something up.
Yeah.
Daniel's sending us all a message. Well, the only thing you can do about that is say your prayers.
And that's the gospel according to the fallen angel. You didn't say that part, but I ad-libbed.
Oh, look at this. This is new, a new Fallen Angel graphic.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm really into this. Okay.
Are they going to finish off with him like just staring into the camera like he always does? Or what?
I don't like that. Returning next week to save your soul. I was hoping we were going to find out when that's coming. Say your prayers.
I don't think we're going to get that trademark turnaround. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit. Wait. Damn it. Fuck. There it was.
Yes, finally, as Donwan says, I'm excited to see Christopher Daniels back. We're at 1 hour, 21 minutes, and 5 seconds. If you're following along, we have 2 big matches still to come.
Yeah, the Clockwork and the pole.
Poles,
Poles, excuse me.
Talking about eliminating tradition.
Oh,
That's what
really?
Daniel's saying. Okay, we're counting down the minutes for the Clockwork Orange House of Fun match. See, they could have done that segment with Lollipop and stuff up on the stage while they were setting up the Clockwork match even.
Yeah.
Just saying.
No, that's a good point.
Dude, look at that new church art in the background.
On the left there, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Whoa, that's awesome. Okay, so we're going to get another highlight package looking at the events of what led us to this. Evil knows no bounds. Now, of course, we know that Brian Lee and Slash recently made their return, and specifically Brian Lee kind of looks like shit.
Oh, I don't know about shit. He just looks very, very thin.
Well, okay, shit compared to what he used to look like. He don't look good.
Well, maybe he's not doing steroids anymore.
I don't know if he was on steroids.
Might have been. And of course, we can't forget there was the mystery, like, fucking abominable snowman thing that was in the sex locker room that attacked Raven. Shane Douglas spearing Raven through a table.
And don't forget, Alexis Lurie is going to be in this match instead of CM Punk, which I'm pretty pumped about.
Yeah, I wonder why CM Punk isn't there.
Come with me as we explore Ravens.
Fucking Sega Genesis graphics there. How's a fun match? Your match. Raven.
You think you have the franchise and the disciples of the new church. And Raven up with Punk and De Niro looking fucking jacked.
Brian Lee is just like pacing all around this promo here.
He's doing the oh like the Kevin Sullivan.
Oh.
Oh. Ravens Clockwork Orange.
Okay, we get it. Let's just get to the match. How about that? Okay, great. Quote the Raven, no more. Cool, great.
Dude, this is fucking dramatic zoom in.
Spooky music. Here we go. Oh, Shane Douglas has got music.
Yeah.
Have we heard his? Have we heard
I
his?
don't know if we have,
I
man.
don't think so.
Ooh, he's actually wearing one of his shirts.
I hope he's not wrestling with a shirt on.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is the start of that.
See, now right there with the shirt on, he looks like he's in decent shape.
He looks wicked good right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is an ECW shirt, it looked like. There's a logo at the bottom I saw.
Oh, I didn't see that.
You can probably buy a very similar shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees right now, I betcha. I had to take a guess. Evil knows no bounds, so this is going to be Brian Lee and Slash, the new church. His tag team partners, where's the music? OEO. OEO. Here we go.
OEO.
OEO. OEO.
OEO. OEO.
OEO.
OEO.
Here's Slash. Brian Lee just fell. Brian Lee just fell on his way to the
He
ring.
sure fucking did.
Dude.
Oh my god.
And he tried to like pretend like he was doing it on purpose, but he still was like couldn't get up.
Yeah, and then he like crawled.
Dude, that was hilarious.
I think maybe he's fucked up, dude. That's what I'm starting to think.
I told you, he ain't looking good. I can't wait to see what he looks like on this one.
Raven and his long ass promo video thing. Entrance video.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, this is Dallas's like favorite 45 seconds of the show. It's just Raven's narration of his entrance video.
No, I don't know. I don't know why it's so long, but whatever. Welcome to Ravens Clockwork Orange. How's it fun?
Nevermore. Oh, they're not even calling her Alexis Lurie. They're just calling her Alexis now.
Well, they're booking it to the ring. Bell rings. Everyone runs. Shane Douglas and the New Church run out of the ring. And they're starting to grab weapons. Everything's going nuts. Brian Lee's drinking water because he fell, so he's tired.
This guy. Oh. The weapons are kind of stupid. It's just like trash can lids and like a crutch.
All the weapons are down there. I see a tennis racket, I think, a crutch, some trash can lids. We kind of cheapened out on this specific version of this match.
Yeah.
There's a 2x4.
I'm surprised Slash didn't blade on that trash can lid shot.
And remember, this one is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Anywhere in the building.
Oh. Well, you know that something's going to happen with the balcony then. Oh.
Yeah, it has to.
Alexa got caught and then just shoved down.
But here comes De Niro. Same thing, though. Looks like.
He got caught.
Raven with a baseball slide, though. Okay, Brian Lee officially probably cannot get up if I'm just taking guesses, but he fell. His knees aren't working tonight. Lurie's even checking. I'm like, dude, you okay?
Yeah, is you okay? That's what it looked like.
Brawling around ringside. I have a feeling there ain't going to be a whole lot to talk about during this match, but we'll see what we got here. Shane Douglas has got Raven there at the other corner.
It's just going to be brawling over and over and over again.
He's yelling at that fan in the crowd who is looking like blankly at him.
He's so not interested in listening to Shane Douglas yell at him.
Clotheslines Raven from the guardrail to the floor after he crotched him on it.
Now he's yelling at some fan up in the upper deck.
Slash whipping a garbage can at Julio De Niro. I like that Brian Lee is fighting Alexis Lurie right now. Well, okay, I guess not. Now Slash got involved, but. Julio De Niro's busted open.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, he is. Douglas and Raven are brawling in the crowd. A man is protecting his wife, so that's nice. Or is that security? Is security holding back an elderly woman from attacking Shane Douglas right now?
Oh, my God. Well, also, it was a very, very fast shot, but Sinister Minister there, Father James Mitchell, had a spike, it looked like, on De Niro's head as well. Raven split wide open as well. That might have been security holding her back.
I can't tell. I think it might have. I think it was a fan that just has a TNA shirt on.
Oh, okay. Okay, so they just broke a piece of the crutch and are clawing at Julio De Niro's head, which actually, but it was not very nice. He's bleeding pretty good. Shane Douglas is just yelling at everyone. Sit your ass down.
That's his gimmick. All he does is yell.
I like it. I like the way he cuts his promos. Raven!
The franchise!
And he shakes it. He vibrates when he's talking. Brian Lane
emphasizes every word.
I love it.
The triple threat. Slash.
Brian Lee dropped a knee in the crotch of Alexis Lurie. This is just all over the place. Shane Douglas hit Raven with a trash can a minute ago. It looks like they're about to... Oh, wait, no. De Niro's in the ring as well. Shane Douglas is kind of orchestrating this now. He's kind of telling him, hey, you get this, you get that. There's Raven busted open ringside. Someone grab those nunchucks.
We need a table or something. A ladder. These weapons are boring.
Well, they don't even have the piece of cage that they normally have.
Has there been? I feel like we haven't really seen that.
Not the full cage. I meant the little piece of fence.
Oh.
Because we've seen that a decent amount.
Uh-oh. Slash has got Whirly Burner.
Holy.
Oh, my God. Jesus.
Sends her down.
Come on, Raven. What are you doing? Just looking. Brian Lee just beating the hell out of De Niro. Oh, now Slash rolls Raven into the ring. Uh-oh. A sacrifice to Shane Douglas. Oh, the devastating belly-to-belly suplex. Oh, no.
Raven is done for. Look at this. Brian Lee's holding up De Niro on his shoulders, and Slash coming in. No, but he moved. De Niro rolled him up.
Ref, pay attention.
Shane Douglas didn't even try to break that up.
Well, because he knew he was kicking out. He knows the... What was that?
Yeah, that wasn't pretty.
Douglas went for a clothesline, but De Niro oversold it by literally jumping as high as he could in the air and then going to the floor. I don't even know if Douglas made contact when he did that.
No, I don't know if he did.
Oh, Brian Lee just big booted Douglas on accident as Alexis moved out of the way. Slash has got her. Going for that roast beef sandwich, and then she heard a Corona slash to the floor.
Hey, actually, speaking of Alexis Lurie returning here, Mickie James just returned to Impact Wrestling at Slammiversary.
Oh, she did.
She came out and invited Deonna Purrazzo to come to the Empower NWA Women's Pay-Per-View.
Did she come out to Hardcore Country?
Damn right she did.
She did?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's kind of like her gimmick in TNA, I feel like her theme song.
Yeah, that's funny.
I think she should have came back as Alexis Lurie.
I'm surprised double super kick. Brian Lee. I'm surprised you can use Mickie James' name. I would have thought that was a WWE property.
I thought about that for a while too. I don't know how it works. Who knows?
Unless her name is Mickie James.
I don't know. Maybe I'll look quick. Hold on.
Oh.
Please hold. Oh, well, hold on. That's his current gimmick. Alexis Lurie with the... Did you know she was trained by Dory Funk Jr.? Because I didn't.
I did not know that. She just went nuts on these guys with the kendo stick. She almost just drilled Rudy Charles in the head with it as she tossed it to the floor.
Okay, so her name is Mickie Lurie James Aldis.
Well, then there you go.
Okay, so that's how she can use Mickie James.
Yeah.
That's her name. And Lurie is her middle name, which is kind of a fun fact with this Alexis Lurie gimmick.
Oh. Douglas with 2 trash can lid shots right to the head by Raven and De Niro.
Oh, shit. Look at Slash.
Slash is fucking bleeding a lot. Oh, there's a table. Yeah, here we go. Oh, Alexis Lurie's jumping on Lee's back. Trying to choke him out, but Brian Lee's a nut job, so he's probably not going to get choked out.
And don't you know that he was the Undertaker once, so watch out.
Dude.
He's his cousin, right? Isn't he, or no?
Yes. They're related.
They don't tell us that every week.
Yeah, what's up with that?
The cousin of Mark Calloway, the Undertaker, the dead man, Brian Lee.
Raven's laying Douglas on the table. He's going to go to the middle rope, it looks like. Onto the floor.
Oh.
Wait. What is Alexis Lurie doing?
She did a tornado DDT. Slash and Raven dropped an elbow on Shane Douglas to the floor through the table. Dude, the crowd is wicked behind Raven and the Gathering right now. This is awesome.
I think they're going nuts for Alexis Lurie. What is going on? Raven's getting pulled under the ring.
What? Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Brian Lee has Alexis Lurie. Chokeslam.
Oh, no. Raven's been abducted under the ring.
Well, he was recently. There's a white glove that grabbed him.
Right. I didn't see any white glove this week, though.
I didn't. I think it was just cut badly.
Oh.
De Niro pushes Slash off the top rope. He hits a trash can on the floor, pulls Brian Lee over the top rope, who randomly grabs a trash can, and they both hit each other.
Everyone's knocked out.
We got a 5 down right now. Raven's under the ring, so we're assuming he's down.
Yeah, and then Slash is on the ground on the left side of the ring.
Wait, Raven's back out from under the ring now. But he's fucking knocked out, dude. Shane Douglas.
1, too.
Oh,
Douglas just pinned Raven.
holy crap.
Well, all right, security. How about we go under the ring and get the guy that just abducted Raven?
That could be a fan, and that's dangerous and not cool.
Under the ring? Is a fan?
I'm just saying it could be.
What?
So security needs to figure this out. Holy shit, dude. Slash looks like a nut job.
I mean, I would have kept Slash around for as long as possible and told him, hey, man, we're just going to have you bleed every single week.
He looks crazy. Okay, look at this crap. Scott Hudson interviewing D'Lo Brown, who was standing behind the cage. D'Lo's getting in the mindset. He's got the red light on him. Can you top the best of three? And can you emerge with the heavyweight championship? He goes, what do you think? Scott Hudson kind of looked at him like, I mean, I guess. Yo, AJ, dog. Playing Siaki and all this other stuff's out the window.
What? Oh, Cool J and the whole SWAT team.
To rappel down from the top of the asylum.
I hope he gets attacked from behind, just rammed in the cage a bunch of times. No. Scott's you know how dangerous a cage is? Yeah, rub your head against the cage and you'll start bleeding.
Oh, that's a good idea. Look. He's got an apple. This is how dangerous the cage is. This is AJ Styles. And he takes the apple and he just grated it across the cage.
I mean, what would you expect, man? It's a metal thing against an apple.
Bob, it's an example of how dangerous the cage is, as if it's not the first time that they actually did brawl in a cage the same night as America's Most Wanted and Triple X.
Let me tell you, if you were to rub an orange against that cage, it ain't gonna do that.
I don't know, dude. It juice. Chris Sabin, Frankie Kazarian next week. What else we got, Don? Diamond and Swinger, America's Most Wanted, the Rawhide Strat match for the tag team titles.
So we're getting Sabin and Kazarian next week, Rawhide, and a cage match?
And Daniels returns.
Wow.
Dude, looking good, man.
Next week's fucking loaded.
Siaki, Trinity barred from ringside. Didn't say nothing about Legend. And Russo will be handcuffed to Eric Watts on the ring side with that cage match.
I still don't know how Eric Watts was able to get the POA job. I don't understand that. But...
I have literally no idea. I have nothing to answer that question with. Let's send it to the back.
Great. More promos.
So
is he on a cage? Of course.
No, he's in front of it.
Oh, he's in front of it.
He's telling Styles. Styles goes chop to chop. It's about the cage match, right?
Right.
I took D'Lo's class. It sucks. Vince Russo taught him more than D'Lo would ever know. I'm going to teach him why next week. The best in the business.
I need a little head nod.
Okay, right now, let's take a look at the history between Jeff Jarrett and Legend. Look, this is Jarrett like promo. You want to hit me with the bat and send me to the hospital twice? You want to do that, Legend?
You know what's funny is that Jeff Jarrett's main eventing this show, and we have not seen him on the show yet.
That's pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah, usually he's just always on.
You want to play these bloody mind games? Look, this is the way they keep zooming in on Jarrett. The guitar and the bat. Which one's going to be really better, though? One shot with the guitar and it's gone. There's Legend here. My new favorite TNA wrestler, except I don't like that catchphrase, the no, no, no thing.
Well, why? He did that before the yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, but
No.
no, I don't like it.
No.
I like the thing his video says that heroes
like
come
it.
and go, but legends live forever.
I like it.
There it is, right there.
No. No.
Stop!
No.
You don't like that. You're lying. Legends live forever, huh? You ain't gonna live through this.
No.
Heroes come, heroes go.
No.
But legends live forever. Legend. Who has a cool ass theme song right now? I don't know if I realize how cool it is.
261 pounds. Wow. He carries his weight very well.
Well, Bob, I got some news for you. As I always do.
What?
That a Clockwork Orange House of Fun match that we just watched
Yeah.
is the final time that we will see Brian Lee in the TNA Asylum in a match.
What? Is it because he fell?
I don't know, dude, but I'm really hoping we got some news and notes on that coming in the next week or two. I really, really hope so.
Yeah, I wonder what could have happened.
So I'm gonna say it can't be good for his recent appearances. If I had to take a guess, though,
No.
Jarrett coming out here, no shirt. He's got his white tights on though, but he's coming running in the ring.
All right, main event time. We're starting with 1 hour, 43 minutes, and 17 seconds.
There's just a sign that said Jarrett handles poles.
Oh.
And Jarrett loves to climb poles. So we have a lot of Jarrett and pole signs here in the crowd in the TNA Asylum.
That was a nice drop kick to start
Yes,
off
it was. I repeated shots.
Duck under by Jarrett. Oh, knee lift. I'm surprised that Jarrett doesn't have his ribs taped up from all the baseball bat shots.
They actually just mentioned that, I think, on commentary. Look at that, dude. Did you see that? Oh, he's going over the baseball bat.
Oh.
Holy shit. Gets pushed off the top rope into the guardrail.
Way too early. Are we going to go into the crowd and brawl?
I mean,
I don't know.
It's a Jeff Jarrett match, is it not?
Yeah.
Oh, bounce him off the announce table. But Legend tried to go for a right hand when he bounced up and he missed, so that groggy attempt did not work.
And the announcer's table did not break again. Backdrop by Jarrett.
Jarrett's pointing, should I get the guitar? He's like, yeah. I don't know, dude. I'd get the baseball bat, I think.
Yeah, but I thought he had to get his own weapon.
Oh, is that actually the gimmick?
I thought so.
It might be. Guess we'll see, but...
And is it, if he hits him with the guitar, is it over, or does he have to pin him?
That I don't know the answer to. If that's the case, it's definitely your own weapon, but...
That's what I would think.
Legend picking Jarrett up, slamming him down. It's almost like a weird, like, half F5. I don't really know how else to explain the move.
It was like a mixture of an F5 and TKO.
In a really weird way, though, because the TKO, usually it's, obviously, the head stays on the shoulder. This was the opposite.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, look at this submission, though, Legend has on Jarrett. Yes, keep flipping back on the cameras. Just kidding. If this was Kevin Dunn, we would have just flipped 17 times in that shot.
No
back and forth.
Every time I watch WWE and like they all do all those camera changes, I just think of the guy next to Kevin Dunn who's got to do it. Like he's just constantly going like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 1, 2, 3, 5.
Yeah, right. Jarrett going for crossbody. Legend catches him, gives him a backbreaker on the knee. I don't know, dude. So if there's a cover, that means the weapons happen to just be legal, I would say, and still need to get a cover.
Or that could have been a mess, like a screw up, because they were saying that you have to get a weapon.
That's a good point. A claw. to the midsection there to Jarrett.
He's barely even touching him.
Well, he let go of it to punch him a few times. Okay, he had to redo.
Yeah, okay. He was barely even gripping his side. Uh-oh. Is the Legend going to climb up? Wait, is he going for the guitar now?
Yeah, see, he is.
All right, so I guess you can get whatever one you want.
But Jarrett's going to powerbomb him now.
Oh.
You got it. We're both down here. I'm a little surprised.
Like it was nothing.
I'm a little surprised that they put this on as the main event.
I am as well.
I think that after this show probably happened, specifically after the match that we just saw, the 6-man tag match, how hot the crowd was, they probably regret not putting that last.
Yeah, because I think the Raven Douglas stuff, aside from maybe D'Lo AJ, is the most interesting thing you got going on.
I think so, for sure.
And I think after next week, after the cage match, because I would have to think that's going to settle the issues between AJ and D'Lo. That Douglas and Ravens are going to be your top angle.
Yeah, Legend gets tossed off the top after he's went for the guitar again. Jarrett's calling him for him to get up. Is he going to try to go for the stroke? Kind of looks like it.
Look at you. You know you're Jeff Jarrett.
How do I not? You know? Oh, he did. He didn't get it, though. Legend did counter it. Oh, stroke.
Well, bam. Well, now he's going to go for the baseball. You got to get that revenge with the baseball bat.
I think that's like the ultimate thing. Like, I need to get the baseball bat. And here's Sonny Siaki.
This son of a bitch.
Okay, well, Jarrett does have the baseball bat in hand.
He sure does. Unaware that Siaki's in the ring. What the hell?
Oh, he's attacking Siaki, who just stole the bat from him. But look at Legend.
Oh, no.
Legend has his hand on it. As he threw Siaki out of the ring, Legend slipped behind Jarrett. And boom, right to the head of Jarrett.
Is he going to pin Jarrett here? Come on, Andrew Thomas. 1, 2. Oh. Just the raise up of the arm.
Boom.
Dramatic. Oh, Siaki's standing up here. Going to the top rope. I can't imagine. Oh, he's going to get the guitar? No, wait. Who's this? Security.
Now they come out to try to stop him. But Jarrett throws Legend into him. He flips into the ring, though. But now Jarrett's got the bat. Siaki's begging. Oh, he hits him in the legs.
Ooh.
Here's the red shirt. Is that Kevin Northcutt?
It sure is. And Ryan Wilson. They're teasing something with Northcutt.
Dude, big time.
100% here.
Especially Jarrett.
Yeah.
Jarrett kicks him in the gut. Oh. Legend then stops him, though. And like a jumping flatliner, kind of.
Flapjack.
Yeah, kind of. Going for the cover. There's no ref, though. Oh!
1, 2. Oh. What if Frankie Kazarian had ran in with his t-shirt?
That would have been hilarious.
3 count. What is going on? No, man, it's only 2.
We've just crossed the hour 50-minute mark. We're about to be hour 50 minutes and 30 seconds.
Legend going for the guitar again, but Jarrett crotches him.
Calling for something. Is going to be a superplex?
Superplex, yeah. Oof.
270 plus pounds.
They said he was 266 in his entrance.
Well, I don't have
Not 270 plus.
I don't have a comeback though.
Yeah, there is no comeback. 266. Superplex to the floor through a table right here. Let's go, Legend.
Jarrett hits Legend's head against the pole. The guitar, very close up. Kind of a stroke off the top.
I don't know about that.
They're calling it like
okay. You know what? No. They both just jumped. Whatever. I'm not even going to debate it.
Just go with that, okay? Jarrett
we'll go
got
with
the guitar. He got the bat as well. And now it looks like he's potentially going to do a
New Jack.
What
the fuck was that? Super kick right on the face.
So
I think he was supposed to kick him or something. That was awkward.
Yeah. No, anyways, Legend super kicked Jarrett. He missed the guitar shot.
What is Legend doing?
Legend's climbing up on the top.
Why has he got his back to him?
Oh.
What was the point of that? Did he even hit him in the head with that?
No, he hit his hand with the bat. He blocked the baseball bat shot.
Okay. Well, now he's going to do the New Jack.
Oh, shit. It's stuck right on his head.
Yeah, it did. That's got to be it. 1.
And that's a 3. Jarrett gets the pin over Legend.
Of course, Jarrett's got to get his revenge.
Well, yeah.
He's the babyface. He's got to get that dub.
Oh, no. Wait. Yeah.
So,
they keep raising his hand. Oh, look at this.
That's Christopher Daniels.
Holy shit.
I thought he was coming back next week.
And even today's thing, he was supposed to be back next week.
Let's go.
Dude, he's attacking Jarrett.
I am all for this.
Oh, boy, look at this.
Oh, shit. Oh!
Look like moonsault to the outside. But that was splitting his legs. But... he did the turn.
He did the fucking turn and stare thing.
So his target is Jeff Jarrett here.
That's a pretty big first target to go after tradition.
Dude, that's huge. Tradition ends tonight, he says. He just moved the steel steps. Looks like he's going to run up them. Yeah, and he did. He just ran and jumped at Jarrett.
I mean, he's doing all this with dress shoes on, too.
It's impressive.
It does not have the best grip.
No, that's impressive.
Because I've ran off steps before with dress shoes. Let me tell you, it's not fun. And I've also done a split-legged moonsault, and I did not hit it nearly as good.
Legend taking an advantage, doing that weird spinning neckbreaker move to Jarrett. Daniels up on the top with the baseball bat, essentially drops an elbow with the baseball bat.
Nice.
We gotta go. See you next week. Wow, dude. This was big. And here we go. We're going off the air.
I am totally on board with a Daniels fucking singles push against Jeff Jarrett. Okay.
Dude, that was a pretty big show.
Yeah, I mean, so going out of this, you would want you would be thinking that next week's a really big show, but that was still, I think, a decent show this week.
I do too. That show, I think I got to give that one a thumbs up, at least on my end. I think it was overall a really good show as far as stuff happening. A lot happened, and we're building for next week.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'll give it a thumbs up as well. And I mean, next week's show is fucking loaded,
dude. Yeah, I mean, next week now we have Daniels back, but I would assume maybe in ring we're gonna see him back in action, which is definitely a plus as well. So definitely not going to complain about that. We have the steel cage match between D'Lo and AJ Styles. We have the Rawhide strap match. I mean, but that's America's Most Wanted and Swinger and Diamond for the tag team titles. And Kazarian gets a shot at Chris Sabin. Again, finally, a fair match. So, dude, we were loaded.
Yeah, I think that's kind of an understatement. I'm actually really looking forward to next week's episode. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
No, so am I. And I think, we're really getting in, and it feels like an upward momentum. I feel like stuff's kind of coming to, we're climaxing on a lot of the stuff. We're hitting the top of the mountain, and then we're already okay, we kind of finished up that Legend Jarrett stuff, but now Daniels is involved. We're starting like that too. So I really think we're in a good place. And I'm going to make a bold prediction right now. And mind you, I don't know. But I think we're going to be crowning a couple new champions next week, if I had to take a guess.
Really?
Yeah, I think we're going to have a new X Division and new tag team champions. I really think it's going to happen. It just feels like the right time to be doing it, I feel like, for these two feuds.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't disagree with you. I think the slow build for Kazarian, I think, is definitely been there.
And I feel like we kind of like, what else do you do with that story? That's why I feel like, unless they're just going to screw Kazarian, I feel like he has to win. He has to win next week. America's Most Wanted and stuff, if Diamond and Swinger don't win, that's, I feel like, also wasted. Like, I feel like we're just at the point where it's like, well, why are we continuing this?
Yeah. I mean, you can't have them lose over and over and over again.
Exactly. That's kind of where I'm at with it, and that's why I feel like we're finally gonna. I don't know. I feel like it's time.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
I think there's 0% chance that D'Lo Brown wins the NWA title. It's just not. I'm sorry. It's just not gonna happen.
No, and they basically told us that when they were like, Eric Watts and Vince Russo are going to be handcuffed to each other. You know shenanigans are going to happen.
Well, not only that, too, but you got to remember, they're like, Siaki and Trinity are banned. It's like, okay, right. What is that going to do?
Yeah.
Wow, you verbally told us they're banned from ringside. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
That's going to stop them.
No, absolutely.
So it's silly shit like that. That's just like what.
Yeah.
But either way, I think we are really looking good for next week. I'm really excited.
I am too.
But it does. It's going to be a good show next week.
And then who knows what's going to happen between Raven and Douglas?
Oh my God, I know. Well, exactly. I mean? Not only that, but what's going on with the Raven being pulled in rooms and under the ring now and stuff? I'm really looking forward to seeing where that progresses. It's very secretive. We really don't know what's going on. I think it's at least if you look at what happened I think it was just last week's show when he got pulled into the old sex locker room. Mitchell was kind of laughing and stuff. So it's definitely something involving James Mitchell, but we don't really know for sure what's going on. And so I'm really looking forward to finding out.
Yeah, I think safe to say this has been the most interested I've been in TNA product because they have some interesting things going on, and again, I'm all about Daniels getting a singles push here with Jeff Jarrett. That's only going to help him.
Well, yeah, I agree, and I also think that it's important to note that we're excited about not just a couple things because we've been there, but like almost, I would say most of the stories that are going on.
Yeah,
I mean, as a show as a whole, we're like in a really good place. It feels like so.
It sounds like we're complimenting Vince Russo right now.
Dude, I've said it before. Like, I might not agree with everything he's done, but sometimes you just can't deny it.
Sometimes he just does some good stuff. So,
and I'm cool with that. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. You gotta be fair and balanced. You can't just shit on everything. If stuff is good, then stuff is good. You gotta just kind of roll with it.
Absolutely.
All right, you got anything else though, Dallas, for this week's episode?
That's about it, Bob. I want you to take us home so we can get into pay-per-view number 57 next week.
All right then. Well, until next week, where we have a steel cage match and a rawhide strap match for Dallas Gridley. I am Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Cross the Line podcast.